3, 2, 1.
Dang, Eric. Oh, is this thing on? Hi, I'm Jeff. Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
Hello there. This is General Kenobi. Hey, this is David from Black Spire Broadcast.
Hey, I'm Todd Freeman, also known as Toad.
Hey guys, Appetite for Collectibles here.
Well, hey, I'm Seth with Rogue Squad Garage.
Hey, it's J2SO.
Hi, I am Mark. Welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
This is Joel Hossie at Hossie Customs.
Hi, I'm Jason.
Yo, this is Evan the Collector.
Yo, it's your man Flex, and you're watching the Spice Runners Lounge.
Hey, this is Brian from Brian Makes Dioramas, and you're watching the Spice Runners Lounge.
And you are watching the Spice Runners Lounge.
And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
And you're watching Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
Welcome to Spice Runners Lounge.
Join me and together we can rule the galaxy.
And welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge.
What?
What's going on, Spice Runners? Welcome to the Spice Runners Lounge, where we hang out and talk dang ferric. I am your host, Evan the Collector, here on episode 152, February 28, 2025. Can't believe it's already the end of February.
152.
I know.
Holy crap.
I know, we're burning through these episodes.
That's crazy. 3 years.
Where was I? Yeah, it's like...
I know.
I feel like our 100th episode wasn't that long ago. How did we get 50 in between?
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But tonight, we got a special guest.
Tonight is your night, bro.
Doug Maulden-Locke, all the way from...
Hello there.
All the way from the Regal Robot cave there.
I have to. You got to let me do it. Everybody's got to see this. Look at how freaking amazing that is.
Oh.
Thanks
Who
for
wants
having
to
me.
live there?
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, when we built this, I never thought it would see the light of day. I thought there was just going to be my own little private desk space, and then COVID happened and remote work happened, and I need cameras. I need a setup. Let's go.
I think that happened to a lot of people, especially in my industry, the music industry side. Everybody was like, we can't tour, we can't do this. They started streaming. There was this big boom, and of course, companies like StreamYard and some other ones really started to take off from it. So yeah, sure. I feel it. And what a set, man. That is amazing, Doug.
Appreciate it. Thank you. A lot of talent went into this.
Yes.
Oh, I can imagine. But you went to the best person in the industry to do it. So
Indeed.
Came out good.
Tom Spina, Regal Robot. Plug.
Plug. Yeah.
Tom's being a friend of the show. Yeah, so how you doing, J2? So welcome back, dude. It's been a while.
Good. Yeah, it's been a few weeks. I know. My wife was just like, oh, you're doing your show. I was like, yeah, we had MegaCon, then Valentine's Day, and then last week I couldn't. Life's just been chaotic, so it's finally, I'm back, baby. So I missed you guys, and I'm glad I get to jump back on with, awesome guests tonight. So that's a nice little added touch to it. Yeah.
Heck yeah. Welcome back, dude.
And I didn't get to tell you, dude, it was great seeing you in Florida. It was awesome.
I know. That was the other thing I want to say. It was so cool finally getting everyone. I mean, like we just said, episode 150 something, 3 years. And, I've met Joel last year, finally met. I see Evan and Duback often. But, I was like finally seeing Scott, and just having everyone together was such like it needed to happen. So that was awesome.
Yep. Great.
It's classic watching Joel's mouth drop when he saw Scott. He's like, what? What's going on?
Well, because the whole thing is, as you guys know, is that it didn't look like I was going at all. It was all a secret. Even George was screwed up. He's like, wait a minute. He was just out to dinner with Chantel.
Yeah, right.
And them, how would he, because he knew I was coming, but then he was like, how is he coming out here at the same time? Ha. We got it. Yeah, it was awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Well, welcome back. G2SO. So, Scott, how you doing, man?
Good. Long week. Good week. Long week. Got a bonus today.
Yeah, dude. Bonus day. There you go.
I gotta love bonus day, right? So tomorrow is we're going out for sushi. Damn it! So that's our reward. Other than that, been doing projects. Janine's been, again, a printing fool, doing all kinds of stuff if you follow her at all. I just got done almost. I've still got one piece to put on this, but I'm getting there with the Death Star helmet, the gunner helmet.
Blow you up real quick.
That is so badass.
I can't believe you 3D printed that.
Yep. So.
Is that like life size or is that half scale?
No, that's life size. It's totally life size. I could put it on if I wanted to. But yeah, so just about got done. I got to do the Imperial seal on the front, the cog, with the cricket, and it should be pretty much wrapped up. Then I'm back onto the massive freaking sail barge that we've been doing. So,
nice,
and I finished that guy last week or whatever, at Star Destroyer. So yeah, it's been awesome. Absolutely.
Do you
awesome.
take commissions?
Yeah, absolutely.
I might need to run some ideas by you.
Yeah, absolutely. Hit me up anytime.
Yeah, Scott, you're there now. I mean, that helmet's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic work.
Yeah.
Thanks, Scott. And then hello, Scott. We got Joe Hazy. Welcome back, dude. Look at that background.
Add another few more pieces there. So,
no, man.
Yeah, it's like
every week it just gets crazy.
I know, it just gets cooler and cooler.
You look like you're in Jabba's palace now.
Yeah, I added a Jawa this week.
Yeah.
This little fancy
That's just
thing.
crazy. Oh, I just added a Jawa this week. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I would like to add a Jawa next week. Yes.
Saturday night, I think I sat down and I was like, you know what? I need a Jawa. I'm going to do a droid corner, so I got to have a Jawa.
Doug, if you're not familiar with Joel does custom 6-scale stuff, but he also does creatures and all kinds of other things. He makes probably makes one of the best Ewoks, life-size Ewoks that I've ever seen.
Thanks, Scott.
That's
but
awesome.
he'll just all of a sudden go, oh, I got this idea at 7:00 at night, and by the time you wake up in the morning, he's like done.
Yeah, when you get in those grooves, you just can't stop.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah. You get on a project and it's an obsession. You've got to see it through. So, did you craft everything that's behind you?
No. So, I got this. Nate, who's that? Evan?
Nathan Ritchie.
Nathan Ritchie.
Yeah,
Captain
David Boudreau did some work on it, and then I got this from David Boudreau.
Okay.
And this was from Europe. I like to collect other people's things. I made that. I put this together, but I didn't make the helmet. I made
the Jawa. Yeah.
The Yoda. Yeah. I don't have a lot of my work here. I sell my work, so
That's the problem. He'll make something amazing, and all of a sudden it'll be like, "Where's the?" And he's like, "Oh, I sold it last week." I mean, yeah.
I got a
Happens all
quarter
the time.
scale tauntaun I'm looking at, so that I made.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
That's awesome.
So this whole community, not just the people that are on the screen right now, but a lot of the people that are over in the chat are some of the most talented people. This community is amazing. You've got Justin Jacobs that does a lot of 3D printing and laser printing. You've got Rex Millennium Workshop who makes helmets and other customs. There's just so many to go through, but we are just very fortunate that we have so many talented people that are part of this. J2SO did a lot of the stuff on in the cantina, Olga's Cantina at Disney and Disney stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of talent sitting here.
By the way,
amazing.
did you work on the A-Wing, J2SO?
Yeah. The A-Wings here and Kelly.
I didn't know that until I heard Evan say that. Is awesome.
Yeah, lots of sanding and grinding and painting. But
That's
yeah,
an
that was
amazing
awesome.
piece. I mean,
Yeah.
when you were working on that, did you just like step back and go, "Oh my god"?
Oh hell yeah!
It's crazy.
You have
Yeah,
to.
I mean, and it's so crazy because inside, it's just frame. And this one of Chris's good friends, Zach, ended up. He was in there. He was, in a corner this big inside this thing, grinding and gluing and all this stuff. It was wild, but
So fun.
yeah, it was cool walking in the shop and it was just giant A-wing. 2 of them just hanging out.
Well, for me, it was cool. I'm sorry, Doug. Please be patient with us. It's like we're sitting in Olga's Cantina, and I've never been in one. I live out here in California. I'm in San Diego, so Disneyland is not that far. But I haven't been to Disney World since what year, Evan?
1973.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was
1973
born
was the
that
last time I was there. So when we're in Olga's Cantina, J2SO's like, okay, we did those. First, we started with these speaker cabinets, and then we did this. And you're thinking, this is amazing. That you're sitting with one of the people that actually made this stuff that was able to see it before it was done. It's just so cool.
Yeah, I love it. And you need to get to Florida.
Yeah, I do. I do need to get to Florida. 100%. 100%.
I so bad when I get to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, Batu East. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm out.
And we even though we introduced Doug, how you been, man?
Good. I had a little business travel this week. Very early today. I flew home this morning. I'm a little tired today, but the adrenaline is flowing. I'm ready for this tonight.
Oh heck yeah! That's one thing this show always does is that it'll be 5 o'clock my time, and I'm like, man, I'm just getting done doing work. I'm tired. I don't know if I want to do the show. 2 seconds of coming in before the show, I'm like, oh yeah, let's do this. I mean, it just kicks up, seeing everybody hanging out, knowing what we're going to be talking about. Heck yeah. Star Wars for life.
Oh yeah.
Indeed.
Indeed, for real. Let's go ahead and introduce or let's say hi to the panel or the chat real quick. I'm already buzzed. Fuck.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Let's say hi to somebody.
Yeah, let's say hi to the panel or the chat real quick. So we got Daughter Daffamir in the house. How you doing, Diana?
D-O-D.
Am I really first to comment? Finally. What's up, Spice Loving Spice Ballers? Grab a drink and giddy up for the best show on Friday nights. Man, that's a mouthful.
Spice Ballers. Yeah, that would be a mouthful.
You got it, though.
Right. What's up, Pat? How you doing?
Ken.
Got Chris Elliott in the house. That's just on the replay. All right. Hashtag
Chris.
replay.
Bye, Chris.
You got. I already said hi to Pat's fan, but say hi again. What's up, Dan? How you doing?
Dan, time. Hold your spot. You ready?
Ready.
There it is, Shane. Spice Runners. Another Friday with great people. 100%. Thank you so much.
Let's see if my sound effects work today. Thank you, Shane. Appreciate it. And also, Shane does have a giveaway tonight. So
awesome. No monkey finger this show.
This slideshow book right here. It's
Hold on 1 second.
Thick book.
Jeez, dude.
That is a really good book.
One of the catalog books. Yep. Articide show. So that'll be given away at the end of the night. Courtesy of
Absolute great book.
One lucky winner. All right. So let's see. I think we said hi to Dan, but hi again, Dan.
Hi again, Dan.
Let's see. Got a lot going on in the chat. Got Flex in the house. What's up, Flex? How you doing?
Flex, what a beautiful hat that Rex made you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rex is so creative, man. I love the hat he made for me, too. That was a nice surprise.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I got to make one of those with the Spice Runners patch that he gave me. That thing's sweet.
Oh,
you see it?
I see one from Norway, but you can bring it up. That way
there it is, from Rosa, all the way from Norway.
Space Friends. Thank you, Rosa. Appreciate you. The gaffy stick.
The only country that speaks Klingon in their money.
Nope. And there's Rosa right there. Like, hey, everyone, it's Friday. Hope you have a wonderful weekend so far. Thank you, Rosa.
Thank you.
Go follow Rosa on social media. Nice artist extraordinaire. Let's see. Who else we got up in here? We got Otini Designs. What's up, Justin? How you doing?
Justin.
Oops, not that one. It's this one.
Saying hi to everybody in the chat.
What's up, Justin?
Oh, we got Northern Workshop up in here saying hi to everybody.
Hey, there he is, man of the hour.
Yep. Everybody else saying hi to each other. We'll give Rob some credit right there. Zombie Hunter.
Zombie.
Yeah, the Pats fan changed his logo, or is that he has a different one?
I might have changed his logo. Yeah, I think that Vader's new. Yeah.
Yeah, OBP Kenobi, what's up? He says,
hey.
Come from a land down under. He can't hear it thunder. You better run and take cover.
Okay, now that's going to be stuck in my head. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate that.
Come from the land down under. Yeah, John was our collector in the house. Happy Spicy Friday. My spicy family. The beers crack. Let us roll. Hope everyone has a great
Nice. That was well put together. That was
He's
well
doing
put
lettuce
together.
wraps for dinner. Okay, that's what I get out of that. Perfect.
No, he's probably just wrapping his beer in lettuce and calling it dinner.
The Jesus Christ paper. Call it.
Hey, Enzo. I was just on the phone with him before the show.
What's up, Enzo? How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Got Xena in the house. What's up, Xena? Xena, let me know if that jacket ever showed up. That's the MegaCon purchase.
Mm.
We got Miles, Mkaz. How you doing, dude?
Kaz. What's up, my brother?
We got Fred Hall's in the house. What's up, Fred?
Hey, Fred.
Oh, we got George, the Medina Lorian.
There he is. What's up, George?
We got Jason Nemiroff in the house. Hey,
Jason.
Nuffers. It's so funny. Tony Sanchez in the house. What's up, Tony?
Hey, Tony.
Let's see.
I think I saw Tony on Star Wars Theories video on one of the booth setups.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. And MegaCon or somewhere
Yeah,
else?
it would have been MegaCon.
Okay.
Yeah. DOD in the house, right? Yeah, DOD.
Got her
Dynamite.
What's up, GD? How you doing, man? Thanks for making it tonight.
Thank you.
Let's see. We said hi to Utini. We said hi to Justin. We said hi to Rosa. We got Alexandra in the house. Alexandro Valde.
Hello.
What's up, dudes?
What's up, dudes?
That's it.
Uh-oh. Snoke Dogg's in the house.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Where is it? Jeez, where did I put it?
I love that fucking photo. I forget about that photo every week, and then it pops up, and I go, "Damn, that's the best Star Wars character I've ever
It is,
seen."
right? Snoke Tino.
It's so stupid.
I'm pulling up the file for Snoke.
Oh, are you?
I'm gonna modify.
You're gonna do it like that and put the braids on it, and
Oh yeah, that's such a cool pic.
That's funny. Shane again, Wandering Tatooine. Thanks again for the super chat, man. Really appreciate you.
Shane.
Appreciate everything you do for the channel.
dude, again, great hanging with you, Shane, in Florida.
Oh yeah, he's the best. I think I'm almost at the bottom. Oh no, I'm not. Just another
It seems that way. Yeah.
another scroll just like popped up. I was like, if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. So we got a jam-packed show for you guys tonight. So we got Star Wars Addict 88. What's up,
Hey,
Spider?
Clay.
Let's see what George is saying. How's everyone tonight? I'm working on a game for next week while I listen. So if I miss anyone, I'm sorry.
Nice.
Oh yeah, we got a. Well, I don't know if I could say it yet, but it's going to be like a knockout for March
Awesome.
in Star Wars. That's all I'll say. Damn, I barely got to the first super chat.
Come on.
I love how everybody talks in this. It's like they can't wait till Friday to say hi to each other.
Right? Well, that's what's so cool is that there'll be a whole conversation going on the side. Everybody saying hi to each other or whatever.
What's up, Nick? X-Winging Ed. He says, what's up, you spicy mother lovers? Happy Friday, SRL family.
Lucasfilm good. So one of the jokes, Doug, is that people would always put LFG, where let's effing go. And I would always read it as Lucasfilm good. So now you're starting to say Lucasfilm good.
Inside joke. Lucasfilm good.
So good.
It's like yelling high ground when you see each other.
Yes. That works.
And so normally we have words of the night. We have this game where if there's a word, we just hear that sound and you drink anything, water, soda, coffee, whatever. So tonight, since we don't want to be too rude with that sound, we only have one word of the night, and it's wow.
Wow. The word of the night.
Oh shit, I'm gonna say that a lot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anytime anybody's wild and you hear that sound, take a drink. So
And it doesn't matter what you drink either. Water, energy drink like myself, booze, milk.
no, you don't have to play, Doug. So.
Yeah, no, I'm boring. I just got the Diet Coke.
Mine
Energy
has,
drink.
my Coke has rum in it.
My Mountain Dew has rum.
Sparkling water, J2SO.
Oh yeah.
You go, girl.
Those
I like crooks.
There you go. Put him in the driver's seat. Yeah.
Well, let me go back to the other mode real quick.
Santino, this is gonna be badass.
Even his shirt's killer. That was a great shirt, Doug.
So for the audience, for everybody watching, if this is your first time on the channel, like, subscribe, follow us. Again, we got this drinking game. if you hear that word "wow" and you hear the sound, take a drink and see it in the chat, and we pull it up on the screen. We'll take a drink too. So just do a universal cheers for everybody. Thank you, Doug, for coming, and we'll get the show started.
Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it. I'm
Heck
excited.
yeah. So let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Doug Maulden-Locke. Did I say your name correctly?
You got it right. Yay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Doug is from his IMDb. So he has an IMDb. If you go to the YouTube channel, I linked it there. I linked his Instagram. Go check him out. He's an actor. He's you do producing. You've worked on a lot of TV sets like the news, and I've seen you got a good resume out there. But he's a fanboy, as you can tell. You got all the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, very good. Well, it's in the blood. It was in the DNA. I think I was born with it.
Yeah, he's
maybe
toured
he's born with it.
with a bunch
That's
of
what I just heard in my
celebrities.
head.
And we're gonna hear some of his stories tonight, especially like one of the best celebrities out there that you can think of in Star Wars culture. And he has a cool thing we're gonna talk about too, where he's sitting there, made by Regal Robot. And I wasn't gonna embarrass you tonight, but I did find a funny video of you dancing with Paula Abdul.
See, I have no shame.
No,
It's part of the legacy. It happened. It's out there. It's real. I have no shame.
It's actually pretty cool. I was like, dude, this is actually
the best
pretty
thing
cool.
is when Paula Abdul herself mentioned it to me. That was like,
Oh, that's awesome.
you saw that?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was doing was it like a promo video for Disney Channel or something? Or
So it was originally. So it originated. We're going. What year is this? 25. More than 30
Right.
years ago. I was interning for a nickel dime cable show in New England.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the band before they became Nickelback. They were
No.
Nickel Dime.
Ha, good one. I've worked in TV. Like my day job has always been in broadcast. It's always been in media, and so I started very young. And but I was also a performer, dancer, actor, whatever. But they would always have me do these little dancing skits, and I finally was like, well, I lived in Florida. I kind of bounced back and forth between Florida and Massachusetts. So I wanted to get out of Massachusetts, get back to Florida. I knew I wanted to work for Disney. So I asked the crew at the cable station, I'm like, can I do a like Disney dance video? And they're like, well, copyrights and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know, somehow they were like, well, we could probably do this Paul Abdul version. And I was like, yes, let's do that. So we did. And it was literally 9 months of my life, because I had to put together a dance routine. We shot it over months, just like on weekends and, in between other things. And then they made me do a lot of the editing, and I was still learning. So, so that took another bunch of months in school and life and job and all. So it was literally 9 months of my life to make that video.
wow, it's a pretty cool video because it seems like it's like seamless. So you probably did that same dance routine in all those locations, all those different times.
Well, what's hilarious is the dance routine changed, because
Oh, did it?
sometimes there would be like over a month between the last time I did it, and I'd be like, the hell do I do with this part? I'm just gonna wing it.
That's awesome, dude.
So I can see I can spot the differences, but
Pat's fan was asking, he grew up in Mass. What part were you in?
Chicopee, Massachusetts, Western Massachusetts.
Nice.
Hey,
So that was a good icebreaker, putting you on the spot like that.
Yeah,
It's
right.
good. It's all good.
So
Like I
Doug,
said, it's out there. No shame.
oh no, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. You even show my wife. She's like, "Yeah, he's pretty good."
Yeah, the funny thing is like even to this day, if I'm invited to a wedding or a part, it's always like, Doug, do the routine, do a dance. Yeah.
Oh shit.
30 years later. Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm still kind of in shape. I can do it. I can hang. Put it on. I'll show you.
So Doug, talking Star Wars. So what got you into Star Wars?
So I'm going to cut back to 1977, and I truly believe this is the earliest memory that my brain has retained, or that I can at least access. And I remember being at the drive-in. I remember standing outside the car and seeing the rusty speaker on the side of the car and looking up at that screen and seeing Darth Vader.
So you saw it in a drive-in.
I saw it at a drive-in, yeah.
Wow.
And, somehow half a century later, look at the impression that left on me.
And we got more pictures, too.
A lot of us that were there in 77, it still is there. I mean, I still go back and watch A New Hope and just am happy. Yeah. I feel the same way as I did back then. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Vader left some kind of impression on me that it imprinted. It's the earliest thing I can remember. I don't think I remember anything else about the movie, and I'm pretty sure it was the Tantive hallway, and
yep.
That's the memory that's imprinted on the brain, and it's just stuck with me ever since. I actually did not see Empire in the theaters in 1980. I grew up with a single mom. She had disability and money troubles, but Return of the Jedi came at a great age, and I saw that several times in the theater.
Shit, I never saw any of them in the theater.
So out of the original trilogy, what's your favorite movie?
So I think I'm gonna have to say Jedi because of the age I was at. And how much I was able to relish in it and see it multiple times and celebrate it. And I thought Jabba and Jabba's palace was awesome. I thought Luke in the all black, because I definitely skew more dark side, and Luke in the all black and force choking, and Luke he just became this badass. And
oh yeah, I get it. That works for me. Get it?
Yeah, that was a good story. The way they grew him into the last. Well, I was going to say the Last Jedi, but
well, he grew as a character, but I think he also grew as an actor. I mean, he was a good actor for New Hope, but you saw him go from this young boy to a more adult. I mean, I got a conscious day to pick up power. I mean, the whininess that was in A New Hope compared to how he was in Jedi. He did a fantastic job.
He went on the journey that we all do on our own paths.
Mm-hmm.
But the other thing was the introduction of the Emperor and the mystery and just all the unknowns and I'm sitting in his chair, that made an impression,
So that's the one that you glue to more than the other two.
Yeah,
his Return.
And it's so funny. We did the Return of the Jedi 40th in 23, and anywhere I could get back into a theater to see it, I did. I was very proud of myself. I was on a business trip in Atlanta, and Jedi was showing at the Fox Theater, and I got one of my coworkers to come with me, and they, we got there early. They had a Star Wars trivia going, and we conquered the city of Atlanta. It was great.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
That is.
There she is.
Who's that?
That's my wife on her way home. She'll be listening in the car. Yeah.
Nice. So I know you have a lot of stories to tell. I guess we can get started with those, right? You want to start off with?
Do you want to start here with the desk and talk about that if you want?
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah.
Okay.
We can do the desk. Yeah.
We'll go back to that. So obviously, lifelong fan. Vader made a massive impression on me, and I've had a growing collection over the years. We all had stuff in the vintage area, the original era. Lost it all in moves and growing up, and regret that immensely. But then, when the special editions came out, that's when I started collecting again and getting more serious about it. And over the years, it's grown from just the Hasbro figures and Black Series, and I'm trying to do other things. But I've had a growing collection, and we built our house here in 2018, and my collection had gotten to the point where it had kind of taken up the entire home theater living room space in our old house. And the deal was, okay, the builder's got this layout that it can include a loft. Cost a lot of money, but if we do it, we can put Star Wars up there, and we don't want to see Star Wars anywhere else in the house. And then it was, and if we do it, you've got to do it big. You got to do it right. And I knew I needed a home office, a home desk, whatever. And I really wanted, like, it was kind of after Palpatine's desk from Revenge of the Sith. And I just started, went to Google, started Googling and looking like Star Wars desks, Star Wars furniture, Star Wars home office. And that led me to the Regal Robot site. And I sent an inquiry. I was like, "Dear Regal Robot, I have this idea for a desk. Can you help me?" And got a note back right away and started going back and forth with Tom Spina, who is amazing. Plug. Started giving him my ideas. Once we were able to get into the house and give him some measurements, and he asked me something, he interviewed me. It was okay, what's your favorite character? What's your favorite movie? What themes do you like? All this stuff. And he came up with a few concepts and threw those at me, and I liked all of them. But what I asked for, I asked him to take different pieces of the different concepts and put that together, and that's what led to what I'm sitting at now.
Wow.
Thinking about Return of the Jedi being your favorite, you really see it now in the desk. When you stop for a second and see it, I totally see it. You know. Whereas before it just looked Star Wars to me, and I loved it. Now I'm seeing the Return of the Jedi influence on it, big time.
Yeah, the Vader head, the Imperial panels, the Imperial signals, insignias.
The shape in the front is similar to the elevator, even though the elevator is round, but it has that feel to it. The Royal Guards on either side, the red emblems on either side. Yeah, I see it. I totally see it.
That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love it. And then kind of this became like the anchor for the rest of the collection. Because what I see, when I'm looking out past the camera, I've got, it's a long hallway loft, and I've really was inspired by Steve Sansweet and Rancho Obi-Wan, and how Steve, laid out, the different, if you've been to Rancho and Petaluma, if you haven't, go, but if you have, you know what I'm talking about.
I wish, yeah.
You walk down these corridors and it's just collection, just all along the walls and everywhere. And I wanted to mirror, mimic my collection kind of after how Steve and Newman and the great folks there approached how they laid out Rancho. So I've got these, just bought all this shelving and just did this wall. And I've got everything right now in the George Lucas story order. So from left to right down the long hallway, it's episode 1 to 9. Then I've got a Disney Plus shelf, and then an animation shelf. And then I've got two extra shelves. One is the Vader shrine. It's all Vader all the time. It's got high-end Vader stuff, low-end Vader stuff. An old license plate that I have that was inspired by Vader and the Sith. A Vader Darth Vader dollar bill. All got like the oh god, what did they call us? Oh, is it not the Chromecast, but I don't know, the one Vader statue from the early 90s. Oh, I cannot forget the name of it. I can't remember. Anywho, yeah, all Vader all the time, and then I have a Carrie shrine. So kind of a tribute to Carrie Fisher. After she passed, and a lot of the things that I had, acquired while she was with us, and then some things that have come to me after she left us. So yeah, and then behind me is another spare room where I got lucky. It wasn't supposed to be a finished space, and the builder accidentally finished it, and I've turned that into what I call the dark side den. That room is still a work in progress. It's got a comfy seat in it. I want to do something very Jabba's palace in there though. So I've been working on Jabba pieces like the Salacious Crumb that's here at the desk. That'll eventually go in there. I've got some other Jabba stuff that's already in there. I really want to do that up, be very Jabba's palace.
Oh, very cool.
Do you want to go over those pictures of everything you just talked about right now, or do we save that for later?
No, go for it.
Okay, yeah, because give folks a little bit of background of.
I was going to ask, because you had said originally that only Star Wars can stay in that room. How long did that last before it moved outside of that room?
It hasn't.
Oh, it stayed in that room. So the rest of the house is non-Star Wars.
There is and what's funny is if you're ever in the DC area, happy to give a tour. So I'm in the loft, which is the top level of the house. If you were on the next level down, which is the bedroom level, I literally measured to the centimeter how far over I can go into the staircase before you see any Star Wars from the second level down.
Wow.
But it's really great though, because you kind of get that Rancho type reveal. You come up the stairs. I actually have a motion sensor music player at the stairs. So you come around the corner up the stairs, the opening theme, blares, and you come upstairs to the big reveal, and you see this.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so this is Sideshow Jabba here that's the Vader shrine.
Nice.
So you can try not to say it. Oh, awesome.
You already said it, dude.
That's so cool.
I like the lamp. The lamp shade up there at the top.
Shit,
Still
I felt
there.
like I needed a drink.
What's up, Dubak? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, Dubag?
Doing good. How you guys doing?
Good.
We're zooming in.
Yeah, let's see.
Doug, meet Jason Dubag.
Hi, Jason Dubak.
Yeah, we call him Dubag every once in a while.
Yeah.
How you doing, Doug? Nice to meet you.
Good. Thank you.
So what we got here?
So top shelf, the Vader that's on the stairs there, that's the it's gonna kill me. I'm gonna remember when the show is over.
remember that one. I can't
It's a
think of the
90,
name.
like 92, 93. It's I don't know, something cast, Chromecast, it's irking me.
Kind of obscure. Yeah.
But that was my first, what I consider to be a high-end collectible. Like I had to actually do the payment plan because I was broke in the 90s. So I had to do the payment plan. You got the Unleashed Vader there with the funky lamp, and then the second shelf down, just a lot of Black Series, a lot of figures, different Vaders. I've been trying to gather up this photo actually isn't the most recent. I should have taken a new one. I've been trying to gather up as many incarnations of Vader as I can.
Well, this is a cool collection, because like you said, it goes from high end all the way to wherever. It's just whatever you like, you collect. That's what we're big components of. Buy what you like, buy what you love.
Exactly.
I don't see McQuarrie Vader.
Do what makes you happy.
Cold cast Vader.
Cold cast. Thank you. It's a cold cast Vader, but it actually had a
name to it. Yeah,
there was a name for it. It is cold cast, but oh man, I have to look it up.
Someone will figure it out later.
Yep.
People are YouTubing it right or Googling it right now.
I know. So Carrie's Corner, as I call it. So the banner was from one of the shows we did, one of the Fan Expo shows we did in Dallas. She signed that at the end of the show.
That's awesome.
The name plate at the top of the shelf there, that was from Celebration 5 in Orlando. Yeah, that came to me after she passed.
Wow.
The autograph, the black and white autograph, is my favorite Carrie autograph that she did. There's a good story that goes with that one. And actually that's a photo of her signing that image.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, right.
That's really
right
cool.
in front of that.
Yeah.
That's
back
cool.
her head.
But we're going to talk about that the show that came from in a little bit.
Oh.
And then just lots of Leia. Lots of Leia books, and then some custom figures. There's a custom Carrie Fisher under there. It's actually not in the photo. Oh, actually, it might be at the bottom. Yeah, there's a custom Gary.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
I have a Carrie Poppins that was made by TD Phoenix Customs, if I'm not butchering the name.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but if you look at the upper left at the top there, so that is actually where you kind of see it's Carrie in the snow. That was gifted from Ben Stevens after she passed to a few of us who worked with her over the years. And what's fun about that piece is that there, if you saw Carrie anywhere between 2013 to 2016, you probably left bathed in glitter.
Oh, Eben's favorite.
Yep.
And so there's actual Carrie glitter in the print.
Oh, nice.
That's actual Carrie glitter.
That's amazing, man.
That's cool.
Let's name my new band, Carrie Glitter.
Glitter.
It's amazing. Absolutely
thank
amazing.
you.
Beautiful.
Heck yeah. And to been able to share those memories with her, it's amazing.
Yeah, there were lots of good times.
And I like that it's Carrie's Corner. It's her own spot.
Carrie's Corner.
Yeah, as she deserves.
Wow. Yeah. So one of the things I'd always envisioned for my collection is it's probably something millions of people have done, but for some reason it's just something I had to do. So where the episode 1 poster is actually that point in the staircase I was talking about earlier. It's as far over as it can be before being visible downstairs.
Yeah. That's precise.
So, you come up the stairs when you hit that episode 1 poster. That's when the music goes off, and then you come up and you see the posters that are behind me. So we go, 1 through 4 up the stairs, and then 5 through 9 are behind me.
Oh, nice.
Got it.
All with lightsaber dividers.
So seriously, episode 1 is borderlining out of zone, right? It's passing the border.
I mean,
yeah.
If that's how you want to interpret it.
I do have a stupid question, if you don't mind.
Sure.
How do you keep the lightsabers lit?
It's all manual.
Yeah.
You gotta walk down and hit the buttons.
Yeah, it's one of those things I wish I know people have done it where you can just keep them lit or remote control or something, because that looks fantastic with the posters on there and the sabers in between them.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Yeah, it's whenever we have like a gathering, holiday party, whatever, I end up spending the entire event giving tours.
But that's awesome.
On my own
that's
Steve
awesome.
Sansweet.
Isn't that fun though?
Yeah,
I love
awesome.
it. We had a gathering last fall, and there were some youngins came over, some kids in their 20s, and a couple of them got teary-eyed up here. They're like looking around, and I've got a ton of autographs, a lot of autograph figures, a lot of autograph prints, and they're just like eyeing them, and one kid was literally crying. And
That's awesome.
Wow, that is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Definitely amazing.
So you're basically talking about Joel being over there and he was crying, and it's okay.
So this is after, episode 4. So Empire Strikes Back is over here to my right, and then it kind of comes around, Force Awakens, the sequels. Nice. I don't have Solo. I have Solo and Rogue One posters, but I don't have them up.
Yeah, you need to fix that because those two are good movies.
I gotta know though, that little door there. Is there like a special collection in that little door?
That's the dungeon, Joel. That's the dungeon.
I have yet to ever open that. I'm afraid to.
Oh,
that little door that goes out to the attic.
You gotta have a little yellow brick road going into that.
You just put on it maintenance hatch,
It'd be funny if you open it up and there's like a big old room that you can just use. Like,
you gotta have an Ewok village in there, dude.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, there's where it's Maul's at. I was about to ask if you had a Maul saber.
I have a Maul saber. Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
If you knew somebody who could put a motion sensor on those lightsabers, that would be cool.
See, that's the next evolution. Yeah, I think you're right.
Jeff.
Jeff.
And you can probably see on the shelf above the Maul saber, there's a couple of the actor signs from Celebration Chicago, all signed by the actors. I think there's an Ahmed Best, Forrest Whitaker, and a Sam Witwer.
Nice.
Looks like Jason says, I've gotten the Doug Star Wars tour room. Totally awesome experience. 10 out of 10 stars.
Yeah, it's one of my best friends.
That's awesome.
Nice. Welcome, Jason.
Yeah.
And there's more.
Yeah. Yeah, same hallway, different angles. You can kind of see how like there's the animation shelf, the sequel shelf. I'm going backwards from the right here. The animation shelf, sequel shelf, original trilogy, into the prequels. Here's my thing. If there's a figure on a shelf, it's been signed.
Ooh.
So you probably see a lot of figures there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A package figure, that means. I mean,
one that's still in the box is what you're saying.
Yeah, if it's still in the box, it's got ink on it.
That's freaking cool. Man.
All the
now we're all looking at it going, who's on this one? Who's on that one?
I know, right?
I'm zooming in. I'm like, let's see. Oh yeah, you can see.
Well, it's well put together. Now, the question I got for you, Doug, is what happens when you find something new that you have to have? Do you just figure out a new space for it, or are you full?
That's what.
I actually have gotten to the point where I'm rotating. I'm kind of rotating things out because new things I have acquired new things, and I'm like, I just gotta get the latest. So the Disney Plus stuff was killing me for a while because every Mando figure I was getting. I got some of the sideshow Hot Toys, Mando and Ahsoka.
I like how you put that Ahsoka, Mando.
Yeah. I'm having to make room for all this, and then the Obi-Wan series came out, and I was like, you and Hayden, they're back. I've got to have every incarnation so they can all get signed. And but they released every character, and then the Ahsoka series. I've got to get them all in white paint so they all match your sabers, and yeah. So
speaking of white, as thinking of prototype, Frankie's asking, where's the Boba Fett collection?
Aha! I do have a Boba Fett collection. It is in Dark Side Den. I did not share a photo though. I can share one out though. So I've got the EFX Boba helmet, and I'll call it the Daniel Logan special plaque where 6 Bobas all signed it.
Oh
wow, interesting.
In the green ink.
That's bad.
So.
Dang, dude.
And then so in the space that I'm like calling the Dark Side Den, I should have given you that photo. I've got the helmet, I got the Darksaber in there, there's a Bosk, there's some other bounty hunters.
Oh, bounty hunters that's it.
Xena is asking, absolutely loves the shells. Where did you get them?
I'm pretty sure it's a combination of, because I could never find enough from one source. So it's a combination of Wayfair, Hayneedle, and believe it or not, Walmart.
Nice. Hey, whatever works. It looks fantastic. Or as Frankie says, it looks wow.
good timing there.
So the one thing I would like to improve, the lighting. I just put strip lights on all the shelves, very manual, and hid the cords. I would like to improve that and make that a little more automated. I don't know if that means replacing the shelves or just getting somebody better skilled than I to come in here and redo it.
Yeah, probably. Well, if you like the shelves and things, probably just redoing it. But it's taking the time. Whether if you do one at a time, because that's a weekend or more than a weekend project to pull everything off and do what you want to do and put it back up.
For sure.
But yeah, I'm sure there's somebody here that could help you with lighting. We've gone through a bunch, and there's been some good lights that we found, and then we've had ones that are good for about a year, and then they start doing the flickery things, and they're going, and you're thinking, crap, I got to pull everything out of the shelves and put it back in. So cheap is probably not the way. And I know, like, our missing brother, Jeff Sage, went through a lot of this recently with his lighting, so he might be
these have served me well so far. It's been, what year is this? Oh gosh, it's been
2025. Yeah,
it's been about 6 years, and I've yet to have one die. Which I'm knock on Vader.
And they're probably on most of the time, right?
If I'm up here, they're on.
Yeah. So that's fantastic. That's really good.
Yeah,
also, I know Evan's gone through a lot of lighting in his place. He's got his place lit.
There it is. Dark Side Den, and there's the Boba helmet with the plaque.
Looks cool.
Looks really good.
So I will not deny that, after a long day, long week, you may or may not find me in that chair.
Are you a therapist 9 to 5? Is this where you hold your sessions or?
Right?
No.
Tell me how what would Joel say?
Tell me about your dark side.
Show me where Bubba touched you. Yeah, no.
Yeah, show me on the doll where your feelings got hurt.
Show me on the Starlack.
Yeah, that looks. I could hang in there. That's cool.
The good thing is like the family forgets I have that space, so I can literally like go in there, turn the lights off up here. Nobody knows I'm in there.
Doug, I don't hear you. Doug, I don't hear you. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've definitely been able to hide in there more than once.
It's the best, man. Having a place to just hide from the chaos.
Chill. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's good times. And again, that space was supposed to be unfinished. We got lucky because we were doing our final walkthrough, and I'm up there. I was like,
"Hey, Jesse,
is this supposed to be finished like this?" And the builder was like, "Yeah, they messed up. You win."
You win, yeah.
But yeah, this is the space that this is what I consider still a work in progress. It's kind of unfinished. I really want to do a Jabba's Palace theme in here, with the chair, of course.
What are the signatures below the Boba helmet?
So that's the plaque that Daniel Logan had gotten done. So Jeremy Bullock, Daniel, Austin,
collection of the Bobas.
Yeah, it's 6. It was at the time the 6 folks who played Boba.
Yeah, Dickie Beer.
Cool.
Dickie's on there. I feel like I need to go get it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is so cool.
Wow.
That's really cool.
There it goes. That works.
Yeah. Did it again.
So
now, I was going to say for that room, Doug, I'm seeing this kind of a color on your walls.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely made note of that.
And a picture
with
of
that
Joel.
Same kind of
And
like,
I was going to say, and a Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll need a Joel in there.
That's all right.
You're able to rotate it. Very nice.
So Daniel, Jeremy Bullock, John Morton, Dickie Beer, Austin, and oh god, I forget the last one.
Dark Side Den with Jabba's.
That's so
mural.
cool.
With a Jabba's mural. Ooh, I'm down for that.
That's badass.
Well, Evan, I got to say you picked the right word because I think I've said it about 4 times.
Yeah,
right. So was this plaque an EFX run, or did you have it custom made and just added the EFX?
So Daniel Logan actually had the plaques made. I think I've got number 9 of 50. There were only 50 of these, and Daniel got all these signatures himself, and then during COVID through bounty boxes. Daniel was, making these available.
Ooh. That's really.
Oh, I think I remember that. Do the bounty box thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Man.
that's what I only knew.
I remember those things, but I never bought them. Now I'm like taking myself in the ass.
I know, right? If we
Of
only
course, right?
Well, when we were all locked down, between that and like the GalaxyCon, virtual things like bounty boxes, virtual con events, that's, I honestly think that's how a lot of, fans got by.
Well, and a lot of fans started actually collecting. It's like, I have been in love with Star Wars since '77. All the way through, kid growing up as an adult, always loved it, but didn't become a hardcore collector until the pandemic. And I know a lot of other people, it's the same thing. They didn't start really getting into it. When we had that time to chill and just breathe,
yeah,
people are like, oh, I really like this. I want to do this. Or we're looking to change stuff around. And that created a lot of us, which I think is a good thing.
No, it's good stuff. Yeah, this is a Bradford Exchange Yoda lamp. So funny.
That was Bradford. I've seen that one.
Yeah,
nice.
Because that there's so much dark side in my collection between the desk, the Vader shrine, the Dark Side Den. This lamp is probably the thing that moves around the most because I just cannot figure out what the right
where
location
the
is
best
for
place
it.
is for it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I had to have it because it just looks amazing.
Well,
I had to have it.
Yeah, they did a great job on this one because that Empire Strikes Back Yoda sculpt is something that seems to really be hard for a lot of manufacturers to nail, and they nailed this one.
And you know, the most interesting thing about this is it is like a paperweight. It is so light.
Really?
Like I was expecting it to be this like heavy thing.
It looks
and
like
the
it,
box.
yeah.
I was like, I didn't think the lamp was in there. I was like, I'm missing the product. I opened the box, I picked it up. It was light as a feather.
Judge me by my weight, you will not.
No.
That was good. That was good.
So yeah, okay. So this is the when the desk was delivered and the process of assembly.
MDF.
So,
wow.
it did arrive in pieces. You can kind of see the LED boards up against the Vader shrine there that went in behind the panels. It was in 1, 2, 3, I guess 4 main pieces.
Yeah, that's how I would have done it. I would have broken it up into sections like that. It looks great.
Yeah, the delivery day, it was, I kid you not, it was like a baby being born because, you know, the waiting on the anticipation of the delivery truck all day long, and then these massively, hugely wrapped pieces all coming in one at a time and getting it up here and doing the unwrapping. And it was, that was a magical
So how excited were you when you unwrapped the Vader head in the front?
So there is a photo of when I got that Vader head out. I immediately took a shot of it. It's in this collection somewhere. Stall.
There it is.
So,
and I probably missed it. Who made this?
Regal. So the Regal Robot.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
You might have heard of that.
It was about a 9-month process from the point when I reached out to when I just did my anonymous submission form, and when Tom got in touch with me, and we settled on the concept, and then one fun detail that actually led to the 9-month wait was Lucasfilm approval.
Yeah.
You know, 9
Tom
months
had
really
to
isn't
get
that far.
Yeah, because of the Imperial insignias and the Vader helmet. Yeah, we had to get sign off.
It took 9 months. It really was like you were expecting a baby.
Pretty much.
It's funny.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
That's awesome. You know, it's the most top caliber Star Wars though. If Lucas has to sign off on it, right? Like you're getting it, and that means Disney went, "This is our up to our standards. Send it out." You know what I mean? So that's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I love the fact that it's a one of a kind, and I told Tom, I was like, sell them. Like, you know, if somebody wants it, build it for them. Like I don't claim any exclusivity or anything. So that was when it was fully assembled and powered on.
Awesome.
The first photo. So that's usually how I deck it out for May the 4th. I had a May the 4th sign built out, and I move things around. I always try to change, you know, who's hanging out, what's on the desk. I rotate things around.
That Grogu up. It's my thing. I always cut mine up to make him posable because he's got that Superman pose.
Yeah. So I mean, honestly, it works for me because I don't show the wide shot angle that much. So when I'm on it, like if I'm working from home, I'm on a Zoom call, whatever, I'll only stay on the wide shot a few seconds, just because it's a great icebreaker, especially if you're like meeting with folks for the first time. It's a great icebreaker. But I've got the Grogu just positioned so he's looking at the camera.
That's cute.
The R2, I don't know if anybody picked up, that's actually a trash can.
Yeah, that's that one. We have a close friend of the show who took that head off of that trash can and mounted it to his fan. He made a custom fan with X-Wing blades on it and used the R2 head from that as the dome.
Is that what Sean used?
Yep. That's Sean's.
I got the toy box from way back when.
That little trash can, Doug, is so expensive right now. People will pay like $300 for it or better.
I had to order it from Japan.
Oh, interesting.
I could not find it in the U.S. and there were certain pieces that I wanted up here. I've had certain things I had a vision for, and I knew I wanted an R2 trash can. I just thought that would be hilarious. I could not find it domestically, so I had to order from Japan.
Glad you got it, because I think that's a cool piece. It's got the little foot pedal at the at
Yeah,
yep, I love it. So
$4.19 right now.
Frankie says, yeah. I just looked it up on eBay.
$4.19.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So if there's any droid builders on the call here,
right?
I'm okay. Seriously, I'm doing a shameless plug here. My Grail that I need up here is a life-size R2. I need an R2. I need an R2 up here.
Mike McMasters or Gordon Tarpley's, who I'd probably start with, unless somebody else wants to take it over. Those are the guys that are doing probably the most amazing stuff right now. There's local builders. They're going to take a while.
Yeah. I know Gabe built his from scratch over a year or so, I think he said. So.
Yeah, I want to start with a dome.
I want to do one too. Yeah.
And if you want to collect trash, it'll take longer.
Yeah.
All right. So these are the original concepts, hence the concept logo in the upper left. So these are the concepts that Regal Robot presented me, and you can kind of see how I plucked different elements from each to settle on. And I didn't use everything. I didn't use the Stormtrooper helmets.
Yeah,
I love the Imperial
feel like that was going to detract from Vader? Was that feel like it was too much, or what was?
I thought it was a little much. I did. But I saw the Imperial insignias. I'm like, well, what if we replace the Stormtrooper heads with the Imperial insignias? And Tom was like, yes, that's gold. That's magic right there.
That bottom right corner is Joel's. That is definitely Cantina.
I was looking at that because you could put things standing in the doorways.
Yeah, I could totally see that Joel doing that.
Yep, and that's the final sketch.
Yeah, sure, Robert.
So who sketched these? You did or Tom?
No, Tom did.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
He needs to work on his drawing skills.
Would you have been upset if it showed up actually looking like that? Vader was all kind of
crooked and off level.
Yeah. Months later.
So the Vader head is modeled after the A New Hope original molds. So it's got the slightly disjointed jaw, and it's
the Rick Baker molds,
with the chrome look, but it's chrome, and it's very very brushed, and looks weathered, but I love it. I'm very happy, proud of it, grateful.
I think it looks amazing. Yeah. Especially when you show the close-up of when you had unpacked it.
I think that was the last one in this deck.
Yay!
So badass.
Yeah,
that is so badass.
So
yeah,
awesome.
so that's my little corner of the galaxy, I guess we'll call it.
It's a nice corner.
Yeah,
thank
sure.
you. So nice. Thank you. Yeah, look, we all have our happy places, and I feel very blessed that I was able to have the opportunity to build a new house and build a space.
Mm-hmm.
To build a space, I mean, that's amazing to be able to do it. Most of us are whatever we got, we work. I mean, I started here in this room, and thank God my wife loves Star Wars, because then it started moving out. Our whole house is Star Wars, but then she kind of went a little rogue and started going Batman and some other stuff, but it's mostly Star Wars.
So fortunately, other franchises do appear in other places of the house. We've got our DC Marvel collection going in our home theater, and I've got a Transformers shrine in another room. So yeah, there is nerddom around the house, just no Star Wars.
But you collect what you love, collect what you like. It doesn't matter, price or IP or any of that. You get what you like.
Exactly.
That's cool.
That's very much how I am with my autograph collecting too. Like I know there's completists out there. Once they start, a movie or a series, that they've got to get, every cast member, every crew member, and I could never be a completist. I just go for the ones I like.
Yeah.
There you go. It's a smart rule to live by. So you want to do some Carrie Fisher time?
Sure. I mean, So okay, let's talk. I guess conventions, if that's okay.
Convention? Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, this is good. This is good. So, I lived in Orlando for a long time. Orlando's home my home, where my heart is. Went to Star Wars weekends for years and years and years. First saw Carrie at Star Wars weekends in 2000. Friend of mine who worked for the parks was her tour guide, so we got to, hear the gossip and whatnot. Dave Prowse was my first autograph at Star Wars weekends 2000. And I went, as long as I lived in Orlando, I went every year. And then when I left Orlando to, pursue a career, anytime I could get back, I would go down. But I went to my first convention in 2005, Celebration 3 in Indianapolis. And after doing Star Wars weekends and working and living at the parks, I thought I knew everything. I was like, convention, bunch of nerds walking around a hall, it'll be fine. Yeah, I was so wrong and so unprepared. And Celebration 3 kicked my ass. I just, the lines, the crowds, the schedule, the autographs, the panels, the shopping, I just was unprepared for all of it. Yeah, Star Wars weekends was nothing like a convention. Mm-hmm. So when Celebration 4 came around in 2007, I was like, after the brutality of 3, I was like, okay, I've got to get smarter about this. And I remembered how at Celebration 3, there were people in volunteer shirts sitting with all the actors in the autograph hall. And I'm just kind of like, how do I get to do that? Because that looked really cool. And oh my God, to sit next to any of them or just to help any, I was like, that would be really cool. And then it'd be a very interesting way to be part of the show, because I've always had a performer nature in me, and also just like a customer service, public service drive in me. Working at the theme parks, my first real job was at a movie theater shoveling popcorn, and I've always enjoyed giving people a good experience and making sure people are having a good time and have a good event and are happy. So I was like, how do I get to be part of the show? So Celebration 4, I found the call to action from Official Picks to for volunteers for the autograph hall, and I applied just blindly and, just cited some of my past experience in media, my past experience at Walt Disney World, where I had worked with celebrities once or twice, in television. And I have to, give a huge shout out and thank you to Ann Newman and Ben Stevens for, accepting my application and giving me that first opportunity in 2007, because it changed my life.
Wow.
And so this photo is huge. This photo was at Celebration 4. First time I met Carrie. They just, Official Pics just had me help her out, or help them out. She was signing photos in the back. I didn't work her line at this show, but I did just help, shuffle photos in the back and carry boxes and move things around. My first job as a convention volunteer, though, was coupon helper. So definitely had
Did it say it on your name tag? Coupon.
I don't think it did, but yeah, I just you have to basically be that information booth and be ready to help the fans with whatever heart attack, panic attack they're having over what do I do with this ticket? Where do I go to this line? How long do I have the right ticket? Did I get enough coupons? So I was coupon helper and did that for a couple days. And then they sat me with Julian Glover, General Veers. And I was, I don't know what kind of language we're allowed to use here, but I was.
Oh, anything you want, please.
Yeah, I was shitting bricks.
Right?
I was like, I'm going to sit with General Veers and help him at it. Okay. So we pick up the photos, we sit at the table, and I was like, okay, here we go. Let's make this happen. And he comes out and he's like, this is all wrong. And I was like, okay, well, what would you like to do, sir? And Julian Glover actually explained to me, how to set up the autograph table. Like, you got to have the space for the posters and the models, as he called them. And, basically create that traffic flow. The in sign out is kind of how he explained it to me. And that stuck with me, as actually, for almost 20 years, that has stuck with me. But
trained by General Veers.
Yeah, pretty. Yeah, pretty. Yes.
Nice.
And I think of that anytime I see somebody who may be working an autograph table or an autograph line for the first time. I actually pull from those original lessons. You know, I definitely have, you know, picked up and invented a lot of things on my own over the years. But there are still, you know, core values that I still take from Julian Glover that I carry with me to this day. So this photo was fun because I had the opportunity to because my friend worked with her at Disney World. My friend was her tour guide at Disney World. And I said, hey, you know, my friend, blah, 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 you know, she told me to say hello. And it turned into like, oh, how is she? And da, 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 da. And she had just had a baby. So I was talking about the baby and da, 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 da. And then it was like, hey, let's take a photo. And I literally thought that was going to be, you know, the one and done Carrie experience.
That was your moment. That's all.
Yeah. And I was, you know, just cloud nine. My head was I was exploding. I just, little did I know, the universe, I don't know how the universe worked out, but as time went by and I kept doing shows, you know, when I work a show, I got to the point where it's like, okay, I understand what the promoters are after. I understand what the agents are after. I understand keeping the talent happy. I understand the fans because I am a fan. I know the experience I want to have, and I want to make sure the fans who come through these lines, whether it's autographs or photo ops or panels or whatever, that they are having a good time, that they're getting their moment, you know, because that moment, whatever queue line they're in, whoever they're here to see, that is their version of this moment for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it can change people's lives. There's something that sticks with them forever based on how it was handled and how they were treated and everything else. It's very important. I'm glad that you see that. I think that is so cool.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Most of them are like, next.
Next. Where's
what
my
do you
check?
Want? What pick do you want? How much money you got? You pay a card cash.
Did you get the premium or the regular?
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's usually what I get.
Yeah.
No, so you should get security. That's what you usually get.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah. So after this show, you know, I did Celebration. I went to Celebration London 2007. I just attended that one. Got to meet Mark Hamill there as a fan. My first time meeting Steve Sansweet. Then, you know, Celebration 5. I was pretty much only doing celebrations the first few years. I did Celebration 5 Orlando 2010. That was the first time I was assigned to Mark Hamill. That was crazy. But the energy around him was unlike anything I had ever experienced. And it was funny because like it was the nervousness of the volunteers. It was the buzzing of the show management because freaking Luke Skywalker, he's doing his first US show. It was intense. And there were so many just awesome quotable moments that came from that. You know, I pretty much manned the exit of the queue for most of the 2 days I was with him. And, you know, I got dubbed Bodyguard Doug. So I was, hey, Bodyguard Doug, get them out of here. You know, but my absolute favorite moment. So a lot of the folks who come to these things, as if you've been to a show, you've seen it, they're dealers. They come in with 30, 40, 50, 60 items.
Funkos, yeah, something.
This guy came in, he had in that range, like 40, 50 items. So we kind of kept him off to the side, would slip a few in, get a few fans done, slip a few in. And Mark figured out what was going on. He's like, that guy's not leaving. And we got to the last one, and Mark is just staring at him. He's like, I know you. And the guy's like, oh, that's it, Mr. Hamill. Yes. And he goes, I know, let me get my best pen. I know what to do. And he gets his pen and he writes, all my best to eBay. And he hands it to him.
Wow.
That's funny.
And the guy's face was like, and we're all trying not to explode. And it was hilarious. So as he leaves, Hamill's like, my best eBay! Like it was
That is awesome.
Classic.
No shame. That's great.
So
No,
is that where it started with him, knowing that people would do that? They would just get his signature and turn around and sell it.
I think he'd seen it before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this was 2010. I think he'd seen it before that, because I think he had done his mockumentary, his comic book, mockumentary about conventions and whatnot. I'm pretty sure he'd already seen it, experienced it.
And is it true that, like, if you were to walk up to him and say, "Hey, can you sign this to Scott?" that he's like, yeah, he's happy to do that versus just Mark Hamill?
I think almost everybody would be.
Yeah, they just prefer it because that's how I look at it. I'd want it personalized. I want it to me.
There's some guests today who will charge more for a non-personalized piece versus a personalized piece. If you're getting it personalized, they will charge less.
That's cool.
Because they know there's only so many other Scotts out there you can sell it to.
I was going to say real quick to piggyback off the people getting a million things. I met Mark at Celebration 6 in Orlando.
Yep.
The guy in front of me had, I don't know, like 20 Funkos or something. You could see Mark, I know what the hell's going on here, right? And I got mine personalized, and his face, I swear, it lit up when he saw like, this is for Jason. I have the photo right there. It says Jason ... force yourself, Mark Hamill.
Go force yourself.
Go force yourself.
Yeah, he was way more talkative and fun, and
absolutely, because he knows it's for you. He knows you're the fan. You're not in it for the cash. You're in it for the experience and the memory.
Yeah.
So doing what you do, Doug, with people, do you have any tips for us or our community here for the best experience, besides unless you're on the other side with that person? Obviously, personalizing something makes them happier. Is there anything else that you can share to make their experience better, or the celebrity's experience even better?
I would say do your research before you show up.
Yeah.
If you arrive and you don't know where to go, how the autograph process works, basically from especially nowadays where it does get complicated with an 8x10 versus a premium versus a bulky, and quotes and inscriptions and all that. Like a lot of the top name guests, it is very complicated. If you're going to Japan and you're trying to get certain guests, the ticket options for autographs are complicated now. So doing your research and understanding that before you show up, and then knowing what kind of ticket do you have. Did you get a VIP or a premium ticket, like an admission ticket, like getting into the right line? Mm-hmm. Okay, understanding the show schedule. So the more you can research and study and prepare, the better experience you're going to have, because you'll know where you need to be, when you need to be there, what to expect. And it just helps everything go smoother for everybody, especially if it's a headliner. If it's not a headliner, you can get by with less preparation. But if you want a Hamill or a Hayden or a Ewan or an Oscar Isaac or a Diego, you've got to prepare.
Mm-hmm. That's good to know. And then when you get up there, you say, "Doug sent me. Sign it."
Please don't.
Please don't. No. Yeah. No, I appreciate that, but that is a good tip. Do your research. Know what you're doing.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to ask. Don't be afraid to ask volunteers. And honestly, keep your cool. If the waits are long, especially for a headliner, know it's going to be a long wait, and plan for it. And don't overbook yourself. That's the other thing that I see is folks will book 5 headliners on the same day.
Mm-hmm.
That
physically, it's not
probably
possible.
not a good idea.
Yeah.
And I did the photo op and the autograph, and I bought the VIP ticket to the panel.
Yeah. It's funny you say that, because last year we do MegaCon every year, a group of us, and Eben and myself, we had Ewan and Hayden photo op on this side of the hall, but then we had a Mando Boba autograph on this side, and then you got to really plan where you're at with that stuff.
100%.
And it's hard for you're only there for one day too, and you're like, oh my god, I can't do this.
That's the thing. Know your limitations. Like if you're only doing one day, if you have a Saturday only ticket and you've bought 15 autographs, may the force be with you. That's all.
Nice.
So Doug, we're talking about the good experiences, and the eBay one's a little cringy, but what's the cringiest fan experience you've seen approach a celeb?
When they touch.
Oh, no. The tips?
Okay. I've kind of actually the men get harassed more than the women.
Oh. By men or by women?
I could see that.
A little bit of both. No, women with certain male actors, and it's not even all headliners. Depending on what they came from. I don't know. A lot of women think that it's a free for all, and and I'm only speaking from observation. I am not judging women. I'm not saying all women are like this. I am just judging from experience, from firsthand having to separate female fans.
I wonder if it's because of the genre too. It's not Tom Cruise. It's not. I'm trying to think. Back in the day, Paul Newman. It's like, okay, it's a sci-fi. It's niche, so yeah, we can be a little more free.
Especially, in photo op booths, like as a handler, like we kind of have to be partial bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
And not be afraid to interrupt a photo because there's somebody's caressing Hayden's ass.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, J2SO. I mean, yeah, sorry.
Hey, when you're sandwiched between Hayden and you, and what am I supposed to do?
You'd
I'm
like
not
to be the
back to
letter.
that arena anymore, but
Especially the Comic-Cons that serve alcohol.
All right.
Just come in dressed like Padme. You'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the beard though. No, keep the beard. The beard will work.
Make it work.
That's Brad May.
Yeah,
You have to be Bro-Katan.
Yeah, I mean, so we've kind of evolved, moving on from this photo if we can. Somehow the universe just aligned, and I guess I did a good job. And the fine folks at Official Pics, I was assigned to Carrie a few times. This was Celebration 6 2012. This is actually my first ever pro photo op, and I was like, can we do an air kiss? And she was like, let's do it. So we did the air kiss. Little did I know that this was gonna become a tradition that lasted for a few years, or at least
the air
time
kissing.
went by.
Wow,
Well, we'll get there.
The no touchy.
So
that rule.
I was gonna say she took that dog with her everywhere. You're lucky that
So
one
that's
didn't end up,
Gary.
like air kissing you. Yeah.
So my life changed in 2013. So I did my first show. I was asked to do my first show outside of a celebration. So the Official Pics volunteer director called me out of the blue and said, hey, how far are you from Cherry Hill, New Jersey? And I was like, it's only about 2 hours. Yeah, I'm pretty close. Yeah. It's like, oh, well, Fisher's doing a show there. Do you think you want to help? It's a little hotel show. I was like, sure. I was excited. Like, yeah, a couple of long weekend, drive to Jersey, work a show with Official Pics and Carrie at a hotel. I'm here for it. And the day before the show, I get a call, and it was, what do you drive? I was like, we got a Honda CRV. What color is it? It's black. Oh, good. Clean it. She might be in it. And I was like,
oh,
yeah. Like what? Yeah.
Now, bear in mind, at this time, I had a 2-year-old toddler and a Dalmatian.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
Does she like Cheerios and milk bones?
Cheerios and little white needles all in the car. I pulled an all-nighter and pulled out every car cleaning trick in the book to scrub, disinfect, get every hair, every Cheerio, gummy bear, whatever out of that car. Just taking the car seat out alone and just the crust that was under that.
In between the seats.
I kid you not. I did not sleep.
Not Diana.
See you, Dan.
Sleep. Drove to Jersey, pulled over, cleaned my car again.
Wow.
You're paranoid.
I don't think she would have cared. She doesn't seem like she would have cared. She probably would have been like,
Well,
no.
This is his first moment here.
Yeah, but knowing it was, a lot of times the talent is very calm, cool, collected, but you don't know how their assistants are, how their managers, what their management expectation is, wanted to make the best impression possible. Sure. So when we finally went around to picking her up and I saw that she had her dog, I was like, you got to be kidding.
The dog would have cleaned the car for you. The gummy bears, the Cheerios. Yeah.
You could thank General Veers for that.
Yeah, she brought her dog. So, but that was fun. That weekend was amazing because it was very intimate. It was, we were from sun up to sundown, riding together to the show, doing the autographs, doing the photo ops. Cool. The breaks, the panel, and then it's Carrie. So when she wants to go shopping, she wants to go look at something, she wants to go see the other celebrities. So it's like it was literally just a small group of us, escorting her through everything, and it was great. Every morning we would pick her up, and she's serenading us in the car. And
so you really got to know her in this time, right? That's awesome.
I mean, it was more that she got to know us.
Did you let her pick the music in the car, or?
That's it. She was singing. We weren't playing. I wasn't playing the music. She was providing the music. But there was one point, and I think we're a decade past Force Awakens now, so I feel like I can say this.
Oh yeah, come on.
But there was one point. That was the last day, and we had to get her to the airport. And that's her assistant sitting with her in the car. And she was recording something the next day. And he's like, can we please review your lines? And me and the other volunteer, we were like, so he's reading stuff to her, and she's, they're doing their back and forth. She's doing her lines. And we are like straining to hear every word. And we're pretty sure it was either a screen test or some sort of dialogue that was Force Awakens related, because ironically,
you were Han Solo.
that whole weekend it was, hey, after the shows, make sure she gets on the elliptical because Disney wanted her slimming down. So it was. At first I was like, you want us to get her on the elliptical? And the funny part was she was behind us getting a cannoli, and she goes, I'll do it, but you're doing it with me.
Nice. So you had to get a set of them, and you guys all kind of did it together?
You slapped the cannoli out of her hand?
No, fortunately we just had to get her there, and then they went and did their thing. So this was also the time where the glittering really took off. And there's photos of us at the table that I would love to pull up here if we can. So keep going. So that we're there we go. So this is where the glittering really took off. And
oh my god,
this was her way of entertaining herself through the shows. Drove management crazy, drove the show crazy, because it slows the line down, because someone comes through and they want their piece signed, and she would sign it, and then she would say, glitter? And okay, sure. And they put their hand out.
You,
She's like,
you got
no.
glitter bombed. Look at you over there.
Well, so
looks like
in between signings. So think about it. If you're an autograph collector, you don't want glitter on your piece. If it's an 8x10, a statue, a figure, whatever, glitter gets everywhere. So between every single fan, she would turn to her right, and guess where the glitter went?
On you.
So you can see my face, my forehead, my hair, my arm. I became the glitter towel. And that was kind of the whole weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was the glitter towel.
No, really,
Thank
honey.
God
I
it
was
was
at a
actors
convention
and
all
not-
weekend. I wasn't at a strip club.
I was going to say,
No.
thank God it was regular actors and not like adult actors, because this is really bad.
I was at the con.
One of my favorite moments though that weekend. So we had to walk outdoors to get to their panel room. So we're walking outside and it's in the sun, and she goes, "Dad, you look like one of those fucking Twilight vampires." And I was like, "It's your fault."
Right. That's funny.
That's funny.
Awesome.
I was cleaning. I was finding glitter on me for a week.
Oh, I bet. It's like sand, but worse.
And like sand. It was coarse. Got everywhere.
You just clean your car. You clean your car, you got dog fur and glitter all over it now.
Exactly. I had dog hair and glitter and Cheerios and gummy bears and all the things.
That's awesome.
It never goes away. Oops, I was trying to zoom in on Doug.
Yeah, you just
Oh my
say it's all
God.
silver.
Oh yeah, no, it was real. It was real.
Glitter
Yeah, but
bomb.
look at you. You're happy through the whole thing.
Oh, time of my life.
Who else can say they've been glitter bombed by Carrie Fisher?
It was
Right?
it was a life changing, life impacting moment because yes, we were having lots of fun working the show, going back and forth, but it was there were the quieter moments in between it all where you would get that Carrie brilliance, that Carrie wisdom, and there were things that have just stuck with me ever since, like the last 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
We had fun, and after we did several shows after this one, we were in Dallas in 2015. That's the next photo that Evan keeps pulling up. We were in Dallas in 2015.
Oh, my magic mouse is so sensitive.
So yeah, this was Dallas in 2015. If you watch the Bright Lights documentary that came out on HBO after Carrie and Debbie passed in January 2017,
Yeah,
there
that
is
was amazing. I saw
there's a convention segment in that. You will see myself and several of the Dallas volunteers in multiple shots in that documentary. So to be immortalized, in that film was it was funny when they were there. It was a pain in the ass. It's like, oh my God, the crew is everywhere. Oh, she wants to walk back and walk again. Okay, like it was actually was very inconvenient, but especially after not knowing she was going to pass and this movie was going to come out after that, having that convention captured as part of that film, it just magical, absolutely magical. And at the memorial service that her brother held in 2017, they had the chorus on stage singing, and the freeze frame shot that they put up was out of that movie when so in the moment at the show, they really wanted us to get the crowd hyped up. So when she came out from behind the curtain, it was cheers and screams, and she could have a moment. So I went out there and I tried to warm up the crowd and got everybody going. And she came out, and that it's just a magical shot where you see the entire crowd, and she is like, my people, and I am there next to her, big shit-eating grin on my face, but they used a free freeze frame of that as the backdrop behind this chorus number, and I just floored, shocked.
Yeah, that is awesome.
So you like the squire before the joust. That's so awesome.
Yeah. So
what an experience.
Dallas of 15. We did Celebration Anaheim in 15. There's the sign that's at Carrie's corner.
She just seemed like she had such a zeal for life and just was genuinely happy to be doing these things. And
boy, that sign's bigger than what I thought it was.
None of it seemed like it was drudgery, right? She just
these were her lap dances though. She called them the lap dances.
Doug, were you with her at Celebration 6?
Celebration. So you know what's so funny? I was not. Celebration 6. They put me as the volunteer director called it. They put me in headliner hell, but I was with Anthony. I was with Kenny Baker, Anthony Daniels, Mark Hamill, and Ian McDermott. And I was again. Ian McDermott was another one because that was his first show ever.
Jeez.
And again, it was kind of like that back to the Julian Glover moment where I was shitting bricks. And God, we sat down. He comes in, him and his assistant, they come in, they sit down. We've got, the fans all queued up. It was in the curtained off area. So you got most of the queue line is outside, a handful of fans inside. The show had put like the pens in cups. So you had cups, part of my dumpster fire mug here. So you had cups of pens, and it was between me and Ian. And the very first thing I did was knock the cup over and the pens all over Ian McDermott. I literally dumped pens all over the Emperor. I thought I was fired. I was like, he's going to shoot me with lightning now, and I'm done.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I dumped pens on the Emperor.
His line, I remember.
He was patient and gracious, and I was so apologetic, and I was actually ready to walk out, and it was like, okay, no, we got to keep going. Let's do this.
Yeah, I remember his line was huge. Because I met all the big ones that year. I finally had money. And the last one I went Sunday just to meet Ian.
Then we crossed paths because
it was that's what I'm saying. We had to because I met Carrie, and she was eating chicken tenders. I'm sorry, they just let me come back from lunch, and I'm hungry. I'm like, that's fine. You're the princess. Do whatever you want, right? So, but Ian's line, I went early Sunday because there was finally no one. Because all weekend it was just he's the emperor, right? So, that's cool. I probably met you 10 years ago now, so 13 years ago.
Yeah, more than a decade. Yeah.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, so Celebration Anaheim. There's a couple shots. There should be a couple shots from Celebration Anaheim. That was Celebration Anaheim. Yay!
Oh, there it is.
That was for me the best show of my convention career. The official picks team was so bonded. It was so bonded and close and tight knit more than any other show. This group, they work hard, they play hard, they kick ass from the most menial grunt setup work to taking care of the guests to dealing with fans screaming at them, whatever. Everybody is just shoulder to shoulder through it all. Carrie's table was like at another level because think about it, it was Force Awakens hype. Hamill's there, she's there, they did the Force Awakens panel. It just the hype was at a peak. The queue was always full. Her motivation somewhat varied, but what was great about this is she really demonstrated how she knew how to work a crowd. If she needed to take the dog out, if she needed a break, she needed to get food, she knew how to work that crowd. So they did not care that she was leaving for a half hour, and they stood there and they waited. She would, sing songs. She would write funny things on her board. At one point, she pulled a fan out of the queue. This gorgeous woman she was wearing a all white Leia bikini. Slave Leia bikini, and Carrie propped her up on the signing table, took her pen, and wrote "Wait here" on her breast.
Oh wow!
And I can't remember if I gave you that photo or not. I may not have, but that was just an example of like how she would be able to give the fans a little something, give them something to talk about, get them something excited about, while she goes and feeds the dog. And she had no problem staying late. We were still signing stuff in the dark. The fire marshal wants us out. The venue's trying to kick us out, and we're like sitting there with our phone lights, trying to help her finish the line. The end of the show, she was like, I haven't been shopping yet. She literally, we were on a golf cart trying to get her out. She leapt off the golf cart, started rummaging through the vendor booths as the vendors are trying to tear down, like they're trying to go home. And this caused such a stir because they're like, oh God, Carrie Fisher is walking around, so they're all like pulling their Leia stuff out and they're all like, it got to be a little chaotic. And it's like, she jumped off the golf cart. Her manager's like, follow her, go. So I jumped off the golf cart and it's starting to get a little scary. Like all these vendors and fans that are lingering. I'm like, we have no security. We have no like backdrop to like get against. We have no way out. So it was fun, but a little scary. And then, by that time we had kind of kept this tradition going of where we took a selfie at the end of every show. And this time I was like, we're trying to take the selfie. The first one we took, she goes, oh, it's blurry. Do it again. I take the second one and she's like, oh my God, I look depressed. Do it again. I take the next one. She's like, I don't like it. She goes, you know what? Just kiss me. So we kiss and take the photo and, it was just, that one that should be here in the collection, but it was so funny because all these people saw it and they're like, woo. So there you go. There's the weight here.
That's awesome.
Oh heck yeah. I mean, yeah. Sorry.
That's a good
and then after our infamous selfie kiss, that the number of jokes that came out about how she kissed the dog before she kissed me. I don't think I heard the end of that.
They're just jealous.
Oh, it says it on her side right there. Wait here.
Wait here.
That's funny.
I love this one. This is my favorite, one of my favorite photo op moments. And this photo op, fan came through in amazing, 501st Vader cosplay. And this photo has actually become a huge meme. Skywalker family Christmas, like this photo 10 years later, every year, I see it on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. So, some new meme has stemmed from it. And just to have been there for that moment, because when he walked in, the whole room was like, wow, this is a moment. Like, we knew that's, I did it. I drank. We all knew in this moment that this would be a thing, and they knew it too. And then the fact that it became a thing, I was like, yay.
Did she call him daddy, or just curious?
Ooh, I don't remember. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I spoiled it already. There it is.
Yeah, there's the kiss.
Damn.
The Carrie kiss.
That's awesome.
That's badass.
How did this happen again?
So this is, we were trying to take our goodbye selfie, and I took one, and she that's the other thing about her. Every photo she took, if she could see the camera, she, this is how professional she was, and how how keen her eye was. She always knew a good picture versus a bad picture. We took the selfie. I didn't notice. She's like, it was blurry. Take another one. Okay. We took another one. She goes, oh, I look depressed. Take another one. She's like, I didn't like that one. She goes, just kiss me. Okay.
Yeah. Who's going to say no?
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, exactly. but then like the whistles and the hoots and hollers and everything that happened in this moment, it was, on one hand, I was really embarrassed, but on the other hand, I'm going, holy, like, when the hell would this ever happen? Like,
right? Yeah.
Yeah, you like that.
She kissed Harrison Ford. Kissed Harrison Ford.
Yeah, you're watching this in '77. No idea. 30 years later, you're going to be kissing Princess Leia. That's so
right.
Or even 8 years before this at Celebration 4, where I thought it was the one time only encounter. And I'm spending it talking about my friend that knew that, worked with her at Disney World, thinking like, this is it,
Yeah.
Yep, that was it. Next thing you know, you're making out with Princess Leia, and you're like, holy crap.
Just know this never would have happened if that CRV had been dirty. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, these were good times. So this is actually
That's
this was a
awesome.
year later. This was Celebration Europe in London, 2016.
I love it.
As great. So that
Your
shirt,
shirt. Look at
the
you.
shirt that we're wearing, we actually got those shirts from a vendor at the Monster Mania show in 2013. And I had said to her, I was like, we've got to do. I was like, I'm gonna bring the shirts. We got to do a photo with your favorite finger. And she's like, all right, let's do our favorite finger. But then she goes, well, we also have to cuddle. So we actually took 2 photos here: one cuddle, one with the finger.
What's funny in this photo is that you two look like you're having fun with it. She looks like she means it.
Yeah, she's good.
He does.
I mean, what I did not know was this would be the last photo we took.
Oh.
Man.
So it's a doozy.
You didn't get the cuddle photo?
The cuddle photo was actually taken first.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah. So because we talked about it beforehand. So the cuddle photo we did first, and then we did the finger photo. But yeah, this was the last photo.
What a final photo, man! Because I mean, it just kind of encapsulates her spirit in a sweet and endearing way.
Oh,
right?
she was a pistol. Yeah, she was a pistol. She must have been so much fun to hang out
full
with.
of life.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this encapsulates that.
Lots of fun. And look, I don't want to, it wasn't always a honeymoon. It was a lot of work. We worked our asses off.
Stress levels were pretty high, I'm sure.
Yeah. Because again, kind of go back to what I said at the beginning. You need to make sure the show is happy. You need to make sure the promoters happy, the managers are happy, that you're getting through the queue line, that the fans are having a good experience, that she's getting everybody who's paid for an autograph or a photo op is getting their autograph and photo op. Then she throws in the glittering and the antics with the dog and like all of these things combined did create for a insanely stressful con experience, but I wouldn't have changed it for the world.
Yeah.
So good.
But in this London show, this London show though, I don't think I ever worked harder in my life because it was a much smaller crew at that one. It was the first time Official Picks had gone overseas for a celebration. And there were only a couple of us, who were able to travel and be in the UK for it. And I I had her and Hamill, and it was just nonstop running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, just firefighting. The level of firefighting, and I have to give the UK, because it was mainly a local crew. I have to give the UK crew credit. They know how to queue. The fans, the UK and European fans know how to queue. But it was just lots of firefighting, of dealing with ticket issues and, or if lines slow down or whatever. I had another really good Hamill moment at that one where this family from Portugal came through. Huge family. And so at this show, they literally had to come to this show the day after they finished filming The Last Jedi. So they literally come off set of Last Jedi straight to Celebration in London. Hamill's hair, he still has the old man Luke angry hair. His nails were overgrown, like
blue milk on the lip. And,
he still very much looked in character. And this family came through, and this guy from Portugal, he comes to the queue, and he's like, I mean, all of our names, and he had like 9 people in his family. And I'm looking at the queue, and I'm like, okay, do you have a family name, like to the Smiths? No, all of us, you must do all of us. Well, it's their time to go up, and I'm like, all right, we'll see what he says.
And he goes Manuele, and he goes Enrique, and da 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 da, and
yeah.
Bob.
Well, so he asks Hamill. He's like, oh, all of us. Da, da, da. And Mark literally goes, it was almost like impersonating me. It was like, do you have a family name? And I'm like, that's what I said. And no, all of us. And he goes, I know what to do. And he gets the print, and he writes on it.
He goes to eBay.
No, it was, he wrote, go force yourself, Mark Hamill.
Wow.
And the guy gets the photo, and he's like, I can say that. Go force yourself, force you, force off, force that. What the force? And this is where I learned a different use for the F word.
Yeah.
And that actually became an ongoing gag through the rest of that show. It was like, what the force is this? You know, like
Right.
it just kept going like all weekend long. So I love that.
Cool.
So this is jumping ahead many years. And it was funny. I'd been asked a lot over the years if I had met Carrie's daughter, Billy.
Billy.
And I had not for a while. And in 2022 Celebration Anaheim, after what I call the dark times of the con era, because after Disney's acquisition of Lucasfilm, Disney kind of pushed out a lot of the smaller players, and the autograph licensee and the convention appearances that went to Topps. For those who paid attention to that. So Celebration 17 and 19, Orlando and Chicago, were run by Topps. The autograph hall was run by Topps. The guests were booked by Topps. Kind of pushed those of us who'd been doing shows kind of like out of the picture. So I call those the dark times. But Celebration 22, Official Picks was able to come back in to run the autograph hall, and it was literally getting the band back together. And Billy was booked, as well as Kelly Mertran, but Billy was booked on, I think, that Sunday of the show, just one day. And I was working with Jonas Swatamo, the new Chewbacca, that weekend.
How do you say his name?
Jonas.
Yeah.
What about his last name?
Swatamo.
Okay. I've always wondered how to pronounce that thing.
Evan does
I'm
great
probably
accent,
butchering it a little bit.
he'll-
Like he says it with a bit more of an accent.
Oh, that's good. That's the first time I've heard it pronounced.
Yeah, I'm saying Jonas. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, it looks like it's-
He'll answer to anything, I think.
He was very nice. I met him last year. It was very nice.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun. He actually signed a Chewy figure for me, and it says "To my celebration wife."
Oh,
that's cool.
That is cool.
Actually, I have to thank Jonas because he was able to introduce me to Billy, and this is a backstage private moment, and he's like, yeah, this is Doug, and he worked with your mom, and she just like locked in, zeroed in. She goes, tell me all the stories. I want to know everything.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That is cool.
we talked for a good half an hour, and a lot of what I've shared here. We talked about the Monster Mania and the car and the dog and the Anaheim and the jumping off the golf cart and the kiss and da 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 da.
So cool.
And meanwhile, I'm trying to keep it together. It's getting emotional. I can see her eyes are tearing up a little, and she had brought little glitter bags. Because Carrie was into the glitter and drawn little Leias on all the glitter bags, and she was, bestowing them on folks. And after we talked, she, bestowed me with the glitter bag, which is now it's on the Carrie shrine. It's over there, and it took every ounce of my fiber to not fall apart. Because I'm like, okay, I'm at the show. Like everyone's nope. Mm-hmm. I got back to my hotel room that night. Niagara Falls, baby. I just completely fell apart. Because it was not saying I never had a closure moment but there's the glitter bag.
That is so cool.
That it was a closure moment I didn't know I needed.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it was pretty phenomenal.
To share that with her daughter and stuff, that's so
to be able to do that with
you know?
her, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was very unexpected. And but she was very open about it. She's like, look, I came here, it's local. I want to hear the stories. She was kind of there doing her own therapy, representing for her mom, and she was always wearing Leia, tchotchkes or a hairdo or a hat, or had little Leia stuff at the table when she was signing. Yeah, she was there, I think, for her own therapy and coping.
That's cool though. I mean,
she seems really cool too. I've seen interviews with her, and she's
she's
down to earth.
very chill. Yes. Yeah, I was thrilled to meet her. Yeah, okay, that's a close up of the. You can see the Carrie glitter.
See the glitter.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's actually
so
placed
cool.
Well, it's like Frankie in the chat. I think his daughter is named after her character, Leia.
She is, yeah.
We have a 3D printer that we named Princess Leia. So,
Nice.
Yeah. She will continue to live on.
Absolutely.
Nope.
1010%.
She'll always be my princess.
And it's so cool you're here to share it with us. That's so awesome.
Man.
Write a book.
Yeah, write a
actually,
book.
you know, so funny. I actually do plan to write a book, but not necessarily about this because I don't want to get sued. But I definitely want to write a book. You know, I've worked in media and broadcast for 30 years, and I want to write a book about the people who have really made TV happen because it is a colorful cast of characters.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I like about what you shared here tonight too is you highlighted the fact that it wasn't always perfect. It wasn't all roses and glitter, right? I mean, it's working those cons,
100%.
and spending that much time together. You know, you're going to get on each other's nerves, but there's an endearment afterwards, and it's like you're kind of going through it together. That's a bond. That's a real bond.
Yeah, it is. It's like fighting war a little bit. Trauma bonding, if you will.
Trauma bonding.
So this is Hamill in London, 2007. I don't know why they did 2 celebrations within a 3-month period, but going from Celebration 4 in LA to Celebration London, it was like May and July. That was insane.
Oh,
that was nuts, and I'm glad they've never done that again.
He's not crying.
So this is a 2010. This was the best to eBay year, and that shirt. So that shirt is it's a Star Wars Weekends exclusive. It's like you found it came out on Father's Day of 2009, 2010. But as you found your father, too bad he's a Sith Lord. Watch that shirt. Pay attention. Remember that shirt.
Okay.
And then this was so you can so this is London 2016. You can kind of see how he's still got the old man Luke look.
Yeah.
This was
that's the look when he's doing the flashback with Ben when he's kind of at the Jedi Academy, new Jedi training. It's not so much old man Luke.
True, middle age.
Yeah, middle murder. Yeah.
Who brought up the last comment? Can someone read that?
Doug,
thank you so much for sharing. Oh, go ahead. Do back your best at this. No.
Age before.
Oh wow! Thanks, Doug. Thank you so much for sharing these stories of Carrie. She is my all-time favorite person. I've never been as devastated for the passing of a celebrity as I have been with her.
Yeah,
perfect.
You are not alone.
Yeah,
you are not alone.
You know what for me was so cool about Carrie is it was her other roles too that I remember in less famous movies that she had a big impact in. It's like Loverboy with Patrick Dempsey or Blues Brothers.
Is that where the pizza guy, the Loverboy?
Extra anchovies.
I love that one.
Yeah, extra anchovies. Under the Rainbow with Chevy Chase. That was one of my favorites as a kid. I don't know if it holds up today.
Or no?
She was in The Burbs. Yeah,
I love The Burbs.
And even Postcards from the Edge, which was supposed to be based on, her.
Well, she also did a stand-up act a couple times, and when she goes through the stories, she was just fantastic.
Wishful drinking.
I mean, just the way that she would deliver things, her sarcasm, her humor, amazing.
So over the years, before she took Wishful Drinking to broad, on tour and in the book, even going back to like 2007, 2010, in between those quiet moments, she would monologue. She would like things that ended up in that book and in future books. She would monologue, and then even when she's not at the show and she's if she's walking around a hotel or at a dinner, she would start to monologue, and that's how she put that together. That's how she pulled those memories back out, and then she was kind of testing them on everybody. Like what kind of reactions, like are they work? Do they work? Do they get laughs? It is the the seriousness blending with the comedy of it and all that. Like, yeah. Oh, this was a good one. So this was, we had, the whole COVID era, the dark times with Tops. Hamill hadn't done a show since 2017, and they were able to kind of pull him out. I don't want to call it a retirement, but pull him out of his absence from the show circuit in November of 23, and it was an honor and a blessing and a gift to be asked to, hey, come to San Francisco and let's help Team Hamill here. So this was our first photo after 6 years.
Dang.
That's amazing.
And it was great. He just slipped right in, and the a lot of the same jokes from a decade earlier. They're still being told, but everyone still loves it and just savors every minute.
What was the first thing he said to you in San Francisco when he saw you?
It's so funny. The first thing he said, it wasn't to me. It was
give me a kiss.
No, no. What was the first thing he said to the room? I remember. Geez, it sure is quiet in here. Like, because the place was just like nobody was talking. Like it wasn't. He was just kind of like, why is everybody so quiet? Like, because he's in there, he's signing, and it's almost like we're not at a funeral here, people. Like. I think people were, it was his first time back after many years, and I think there was a lot of like nervousness and apprehension to like, oh, let's make sure everything's perfect, and the fans were excited, and it was kind of like, relax, people, let's have fun, and
that's a good opener. That's a good ice breaking.
Right.
Well, was this like right after season 2 Mandalorian?
Was this right after? It would have been a good year after.
Oh, okay, so a little bit of time, but it would have been his first appearance after that.
Yes,
because a lot of people,
So if you remember this shirt from, earlier, I could not pass up the Hamill, the father-son moment and bring that shirt back after 12 years.
Nice.
That's so cool.
You found your father. Too bad he's the Sith Lord.
That's funny. So did you work with Hayden as well?
I have, yeah. So Celebration London 2023. I got a little. There was myself and another volunteer. We got a little Twitter famous at that show because the show opened and the Celebration Twitter account put up their shot of Hayden, and we're there hurling stuff in front of him, and my phone, I'm like working the table, and it's the Hayden line, and it's it's an assembly line, and it's moving at warp speed, and my phone is exploding, and I'm like, who died? Like, what's going on? And I look, and it's all these people sending me this photo of Hayden at the table, and our mugs, like, we look terrible, by the way. We're like, never
get a good working shot. Yeah.
But it's just, this shot of us on the Celebration, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, everything. And it was the one they're like, Celebration's now open. And that was another fun moment.
It's like when your camera freezes. It never freezes when you're like smiling and look good. You always look like you're melting or something. Yeah.
Every bad Zoom call.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
So cool.
Let's go to the other decks. I got one more deck left.
Oh God.
And what's funny real quick is we met we met Hayden, MegaCon last year and then the year prior, and it's the first time I was doing this big convention, and I'm a prequel kid, right? I love them. So I met Hayden. It was like 4 months after I had just gotten married, and I walk up to him and I'm like, I just got married, and this might still be the best day of my life meeting you. And, thank you.
What do you say to that? That's awesome.
But, hey,
Yeah, I was killing myself for missing MegaCon this year. I got so many messages from folks working the show like, "Why aren't you here? You need to." And I I actually went to Vegas that weekend to see Janet Jackson. Sorry.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good experience.
Okay, so all right, so I talked about the quote unquote dark times when Topps took over the Lucasfilm licensing for autographs and the convention, the appearances and whatnot. And I didn't work a show for almost 2 years. And I was okay with that because like the experience that I had were phenomenal, irreplaceable. If that was it, I was good. Like how many people can have those experiences, and often like how can you replicate them? Then one day magically in the summer of 2018, I got a call and it was like, "Hey, can you be in Boston? Would you mind helping out the Back to the Future cast?" And I was like, yes. This was actually I had worked a show in San Jose in 2016. This was my first photo with Michael J. Fox, and I again same thing as that Carrie photo in 2007. I thought this was one and done. I thought this is the only he's a living legend. This is never going to happen again.
As long as the story doesn't end with you making out with him, I think we're good.
Well,
what did he think of your CRV?
Right. So this was Boston. This was in Boston. It was. I almost felt like I was being auditioned at this show because each day I was assigned to someone else. So it was Leah one day, it was Christopher Lloyd the next day, it was Tom the next day.
Wow.
And it was cool. Leah is. I think I've worked the most with Leah. Since 2018 of the group, but we've worked with all of them. She is a wonderful, magical human being. She is probably the most gracious, thoughtful, and giving towards the fans.
That's how she comes off. That's good to hear.
Yeah, that I've worked with. Like she, and the thing about her is she genuinely wants to know everyone's names, not just you getting signed, but you brought your mom with you, you brought your kid with you, you brought your dog with you, whatever. Like she wants to know your names, where you're from, what makes you tick, and make sure everybody has a good time.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Like, and I always, I've said to her several times, I'm like, I love you because you give a shit about people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's really neat.
Well, I would think most of the cast is pretty good. I mean, right?
Yeah, exactly. This is a very special, magical group who understand the assignment. They understand what Back to the Future has grown into. They understand the fans that have grown up with these movies. They understand the new generations that are seeing these movies, and they're all here for it. They're all here to connect and have these experiences.
Right.
I consider it a miracle that they haven't remade that movie, and I hope they don't.
Again, it's like Jaws. You're not going to remake Jaws. You're not going to remake Star Wars: A New Hope. You're not going to remake Back to the Future. You're not going to remake The Godfather. It's not. You're not going to do that. You're not going to remake E.T.
Right. You could try it.
B had a quick question. Do you get all their autographs for being a volunteer, or do you still have to pay?
So this is actually okay. Good question. And it does vary. So I think an unwritten rule is you don't ask.
Yep.
That makes sense.
If they offer, great, but don't ask, don't expect it, because that's not what you're there for. We're there to work.
Exactly.
We're there to work. We are there as part of the show. Again, I will always repeat this. We are making sure that the agents are happy. We are making sure the show management is happy, the promoters. We are making sure the talent are happy, that everything. We are making sure that the queue is moving smoothly, but that the fans are also having a good time.
You've probably got the highest stress level out of everybody there.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe.
Well, it's his job to protect them and to make sure that they're taken care of.
Well, they're doing whatever they want, and then he's got a responsibility to the show to get people through. It's crazy.
No,
and to adapt. You've got to be a Swiss Army knife. You've got to be able to adapt to any situation, and also be able to deal with the ugly. Deal with the people who don't know when to stop, the people who don't know not to touch, the people who you've asked them 6 times. It's time to go.
Yeah.
But Doug, what about the talent? I mean, is it a kind of an attitude that the talent can do no wrong? Have you ever had to kind of coach or help the talent?
Depends how popular they are, probably.
So there are some guests who are talkers. That's my term. And sometimes I'll use Carrie as the example. In Anaheim, the line was not moving, and she was taking her time, and she's glittering everybody, and she's having she's just doing her thing. And the show management, they come up to me and they're like, "You need to speed this shit up now." Okay.
Wow.
So I got down on my knees, so I'm eye to eye, and she turns and she rests her head on my shoulder, and I said, "We really need to pick up the pace." And she says, "Honey, I don't care."
And you're like, "Oh shit, I'm tired."
And I'm like, "Here we are."
Yeah.
So I have had other guests who are very chatty. They're very social. They are giving and giving and giving to the fans, and the fans just lapping it up like warm milk. Like they are just. But there is still a business side to this, and we do need to get through everybody in the allotted time that we have. And I've had a few times where it's like, "Hey, so and so." We basically I've learned this is to show them this is how much time we have before you have to now go do photo ops or or do panel or your break or whatever. And most of the time they get it, and then they forget. And then you have to remind them again. But I've been in the tough spot where a promoter or an agent has come up and tapped me on the shoulder and be like, "The hell's going on here?"
Yeah.
And I'll be in the awkward position of I've tried, and it's try harder.
Yeah, but you'll be back because you're the requested person to be back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like whatever.
If we're lucky, honestly never know when the next one is. I do not take these for granted. And if the last one was the last one, again, the I don't want to use the word legacy, but the experiences that have happened have been phenomenal. I love working shows. If I don't ever work a signing table again, I will happily go work a panel room. I love being part of these shows.
It's like the energy. Yeah. Hot damn! Did Leah Thompson get hotter as she got older?
Leah looks amazing. Leah is stunning. She's immortal. I honestly think
Tomei program apparently.
I was also going to say back to B's question when she's talking about autographs.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Well, no. What I was going to say is that, and I've always been like this. I prefer to get to kind of know the person a little bit over an autograph. And it's like, Doug, you're in a spot to where I think that's really cool that you get to know these people a little bit. And that's more valuable than a signature,
Yeah, there's had to be, though, that is the collector, and my autograph collecting is I get an 8x10. I get a figure signed if it's Star Wars. And then if I can do the pro photo op, I will. If not, a selfie. I want a photo. I want an 8x10. I want a figure. Like that's how I collect. My autographs and my moments. And again, it's never guaranteed. I never expect it. If it's offered, I'm gracious. And yeah, I pay for my autographs too.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's the right
That is
attitude.
awesome. I do small town Comic Cons around here, and I'm a vendor, and I make things. So when I have the guests that come on, I make something for them. I try to, and my collection is their reactions to what I'm giving them. So that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
usually, and they'll stop by the booth and
So
check
like
it out.
Neil, Robert Timothy Smith, you gave him the Neil doll.
Yeah, well, and then like I can't remember her name for the life of me, but the chick who played the Frog Lady.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I
like
gifted her.
Mindy something, right? Mindy. Something.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I made this little head in a display case, and she was like overly. I didn't actually make the head, but I made the display case and made the bust out of it and stuff, and made sure that the lady who actually painted the head and everything got the autograph and everything. But her reaction was amazing, and it's a good memory. That's what I like.
That's just it. You're making memories, man. We've talked about that. That's the best part of the enjoyment.
And you don't know how it affects that person. I'm sure Doug's got stories with working with people that fans gave gifts to, that actor, actress was really like, wow, this is amazing.
Yes.
And held tight to them, which is so cool that a fan can do that.
Yeah, the funny thing is though, is how many times good example. London 2016, a fan brought Mark Hamill a Joker lightsaber.
Oh,
So it was
that's
it was
unique.
a custom-made Joker hilt with a purple blade, and
that's cool.
he turns and he's like, "Can you put this somewhere?" And then later it was, "How the hell am I going to get this home?"
That's what I did for Neil though. When I made the little elephant dude, I actually just made it so it's a carry-on for the kid. I put it in the duffel bag and gave him the duffel bag and everything, so he didn't have to worry about it.
It's his emotional support animal for the.
Well, it was. I mean, every panel he was on, he had that doll with him. Yeah,
walked around taking
gratifying.
photos with people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very gratifying.
Yeah, so these last couple photos have been MegaCon because I know there's some Orlando locals, MegaCon fans. I wanted to make sure to get in some MegaCon.
Nice.
I mean, who else sits in a DeLorean and gets to hold her hand like that? Like,
yeah,
right.
All these things to do.
What a stud!
Yeah,
Gets my flex
Oh,
capacity.
Nudie's Con.
So yeah, this 90s con. So this
90s
was,
con.
I think this was the first show I did. This was in 21. This is the first show I did like post pandemic, or even when the pandemic was still going. It was, and there was a nice little. We had Leah and Christopher Lloyd in Hartford, Connecticut, and it was funny because it's the pandemic. The fans, we're all still in masks for the most part, and we had to spray like alcohol spray in the photo ops, in the photo op booth for Christopher Lloyd, so we could keep these guys healthy. So we're all breathing in alcohol spray as everybody comes.
Oh yeah, what's healthier?
Taking their photos. Yeah. But it was very interesting navigating shows when the world was trying to reopen.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many rules.
Were there when you've seen shows with her? Do many people come up with Howard the Duck photos?
Oh yeah, yeah. Howard is popular. Caroline in the City is popular. People ask for some of the other early 80s stuff. We've usually got a swath of photos. Red Dawn is Wolverines.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Red
yeah.
Dawn's
Some kind of wonderful.
Classic.
Some kind of wonderful. Yep.
Yeah.
The one, honestly, the one that very few people ever bring up is like Space Camp. For some reason, it's never any Space
Forget
Camp.
about friggin' Space.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Everybody has apparently.
But she was a huge part of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good to know.
Yeah, I adore Leah.
Yeah, she's awesome. I saw her a couple times in LA when I lived there. She seemed super cool.
This was Fan Expo Chicago 23.
Biff. It's so cool.
Yeah, but you know what though? Okay, Tom Wilson is probably one of the gentlest, kindest, biggest hearted people on the planet, and he is the polar opposite of the character that he's become famous for.
That's usually how it is, isn't it though?
Yeah. He'll tell the story. He was the bullied one growing up. He wasn't the bully. Despite his
dude's
size.
huge. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Like despite
dude. Yeah, dude.
He wasn't the bully. He was the one.
He's a big guy, just standing next to you. He's a big dude.
But because maybe there was a gentle heart there. Maybe being too nice. He was the bullied one, and then to turn around and be cast as a bully and a villain.
Right. Probably love that, by the way, being cast like that. But like the panels that I've seen him on, I mean, he can take the show. He's funny. Yeah. He's caring. The whole thing. As I was saying, I think this whole cast is just absolutely amazing people.
Yeah, they are a very special group, and again, Michael J. Fox, the fact that he's still getting out there, despite the medical trouble, the health troubles, he's literally trying to save the world.
Yeah, that's a Grail autograph for me.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Back to the Future 40 this year.
Jesus, 40 years? That's crazy.
Yep. So yeah, they're out there. They're on the circuit.
Yeah, I gotta get that.
Where was this? This was Oklahoma Comic-Con in Tulsa.
That was all the attendance that came, or
no? Yeah, Shark Con in 23. Yeah, I did a few shows in a row with Leah that summer. We did Shark Con. They did a Jaws 3 reunion. Jaws 3 was her first movie.
Wow. I didn't know that.
I did not know that.
Man, what a great movie.
Are you requesting
Brett Young
to do these shows? Like, does she request your name to?
No, honestly, the talent very seldom say, "Give me so and so." The agents, the booking agents, really figure out who works well with who. Personality wise, operationally, logistically, like who keeps it going. Who makes no mistakes. Like they kind of figure out. And of course they get feedback from feedback from the guests. Feedback from the show, like you kind of figure out over time, like who gels, who doesn't.
That's cool.
So J2SO is the young buck here. How do you feel about Back to the Future, dude?
I like the second one the best.
Okay.
But I
like
did see
Gabe,
this one
right?
as a kid.
Is that because that was the first one you remember seeing? Did you see that before the first one?
Yeah, that's the one I saw before the original.
Saw them out of order. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because I'd see them on like Sci-Fi Late Night, right? So I saw that
Sci-Fi
one.
Late Night.
Yeah, Sci-Fi Channel. They play like just random.
And wasn't that when they would like insert the uncut scenes, so they would like longer than the actual theatrical cut, so there was like more to it, I think.
Yeah, sometimes.
So I'm going to be odd man out and side with J2SO, but I saw them in order, of course, but I like the second one better too.
All right, you're dead to me.
I like going to the future, yeah. Because like for me as a kid, I was like, I don't want to go back to the 50s. But like going to the future now, that's creative.
Like, I want that hoverboard.
Yeah, and then they're cowboys in the third. I'm like, oh, this just gets better and better.
Yeah.
This one has a choo-choo.
Yeah, that was a LA Comic-Con last summer.
Oh, nice.
LA was a good show. I was impressed with
that show. That show's getting good.
I was impressed with the cosplay. I was impressed with the set replicas. It surprised me.
Sorry, I missed this one with the Jaws thing. Jawsome, great.
Jawsome
word. Yeah.
We're gonna need a bigger podcast.
Yep. We're gonna need a bigger podcast.
Oh, that was the last one.
There we go.
What an ending photo there.
What an amazing trip through that. Doug.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like going from Carrie and Mark and Back to the Future. I mean, thank you so much for sharing all that. Seriously, that was awesome.
And your collection, man.
Thank you guys for the invite. And look, everything in life takes a village, and if people hadn't opened doors for me, that these experiences would not have been possible. And again, I just want to do a good job. Again, I just want the promoters, the talent, the agents, the fans. I just want everybody to have a good experience. And like I said, do a good job.
That's awesome.
Well,
that's your number one priority versus I want to get known. I want to be around that person. There's that Doug in the beginning started it. I want to do that. I want to be around those people. But the Doug that became is the one that's the caring and wants to do, like you just said, the best job and to be known with them.
Your passion and your purpose got you the opportunity to actually build a relationship, not just do a job.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm still a fan. I'm still a fan. And I've got the things I'm after in Japan. My next show will be AwesomeCon in DC, beginning of April, and then Japan.
Are there any celebrities that you worked with that you were like either extremely excited or nervous, besides Carrie with cleaning the car and things, but anybody that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm working with this person that you can think of?
So Hayden in London was a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't know what I was going to be doing, and if I was just going to be lugging photos around or sweeping the floor, I would have been fine. Just to be part of the show, I was just so happy to be there, and it was so nonchalantly just okay, so and so is going to be over here. Da, da, da. You're going to be with Hayden, and I was like, excuse me. Who? Okay.
Nice.
That was unexpected and ended up having a great weekend. Got a great selfie with him at the end of that weekend. Again, the little bit of Twitter fame that came from that one. But I am a massive Rosario Dawson fan.
Oh, nice.
And I met her at that show. I was helping Hayden. I bought autographs and went through her line like anybody else. Like Hayden's on a break, I went to Rosario, and talked to her like a fan and was all giddy and da 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 da. I got to work with her at a show last year, and I had those butterflies and that excitement and just like, oh God,
that's great.
Yeah.
I don't know if that ever stops, probably, with everybody.
If it does, you're dead. I think.
Pretty much, yeah. Like if and then I've kind of have a wish list of folks that I would love. I don't even have to be behind the table with them, but if I can just have, have an encounter, there's
definitely
for you.
Yeah. Can you name off anybody that's on that list?
I would kill to meet Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah,
Sigourney Weaver.
There you go.
In Star Wars, it's hard because I think I've met everybody.
That's so cool, though.
Did you get a chance to meet Billy
That's
D.
not
Williams?
true. I haven't met Daisy and Adam Driver and those folks.
Well,
Well, Daisy would be cool. I actually have a respect for her.
Yeah, I heard Billy. Is there a Billy D?
I
question?
asked about Billy D.
Yeah, I've met Billy D a few times.
How about the Darth? I can't think of his name for the life of me either. But Darth Maul.
Ray Park.
Yeah, Ray Park.
Yep.
Yeah, I met him too. He's pretty badass.
Frank Oz.
Oh, see, that would be a good. So Frank Oz is my number one autograph Grail wish list. So I should have given Eben. I should have given you the photo. My Grail autograph piece is actually a collage that is it's the word Star Wars written out, and in every letter is the character's face. And I'm looking at it. So I've got Hamill, Anthony Daniels, Kenny Baker, Carrie. Finally added Harrison Ford to it 2 years ago. Peter Mayhew. There's a space there because the A of Wars is Yoda. And then Billy D. And then I've got Trevor Butterfield as a stormtrooper. The collage will never be complete because I will never get Frank Oz to sign that.
Yeah.
But it is my favorite piece.
Hector's
it is
talked about it. You never know.
If anybody can help make it happen.
Hector. Yeah. Imperial Walker Inc. He's trying.
Yeah. So okay. So the things that Doug needs from this show, I need a droid. I need an R2. I need a droid builder, and I need a Frank Oz connection.
That's badass. So
Doug needs.
Those are high limits, but
Yeah,
we'll make it happen.
I'm pretty sure Hector's gonna work it. Yep.
Yeah, he'll work it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But thank you guys. I appreciate it. When Evan reached out, I had actually checked out the show a couple times, and I love how chill you guys all are. It's just, it really comes off like a group of friends just getting together on a Friday night and shooting the shit about Star Wars.
Yeah,
and
being
it was
we're very
cool to see
professional.
everybody this last MegaCon. So, yeah.
No, this is who we are. That's just it. Whether if it's stupid, funny, lame, whatever it is, that's us. That's who we are. So I think people relate to that because that's how they are.
Yeah, absolutely.
So.
Do you ever work with any behind the scenes type guys like Phil Tippett or anybody? There's a bunch of puppeteers and stuff that are probably out there.
I count Mike Quinn in that category. Worked with him a few times. He did a lot with Muppets and Jim Henson and Muppet Christmas Carol.
He's an interesting fella, isn't he?
Yeah. Definitely Tim Rose, Dave Barclay. A lot of those folks. I have a lot of Phil Tippett autographs, courtesy the Regal Robot replica series going.
I'd love to meet Phil Tippett. That would be my idol. But
I actually at Star Wars Celebration 5, some of us went to if you were there, Walt Disney World had an event called Last Tour to Endor. They were shutting down Star Tours, the original incarnation of Star Tours, to reimagine it. So they did an event, Last Tour to Endor, and at the Indiana Jones Theater, they did the Indiana Jones and the Lost Jedi Temple of Doom or whatever. They did a
so cool.
Star Wars Indiana Jones hybrid show, and a friend of mine who worked in special events at Walt Disney World, the show was packed. There was no way. Tickets were given out. It was impossible to get into. A friend of mine hooked me and a friend up, and she's just like, come with me, meet me here. I'll put you in a seat. We get there early. She puts us in a seat. It's a roped off section. Did not know what section we were in or whatever. About 3 minutes before the show starts, all these guests that were appearing at Celebration showed up. Lauren Peterson sat right next to me.
Oh,
very cool.
And then Anthony Daniels, Daniel Logan, a bunch of the Clone Wars voice actors. And there's actually a video of this on my YouTube channel. George Lucas came walking down the aisle and sat down right in front of me.
Wow.
And I had my little camera going, our point and shoot at that time. And it's funny because his son, Jet Lucas, was a couple rows behind us. And he's going, Dad! He's trying to get George's attention. And then it's Anthony, get my dad. And Anthony Daniels looks up and he's, in his typical Anthony way, he's like, and so
meanwhile, Doug's leaning forward, sniffing George, just trying to breathe him in.
No, but Anthony leans forward and he tugs on George's shirt and he's like, George, you're your kid, And George stands up, turns around and goes, what? And I don't know what came over me, but in that moment of him going, what? I snapped a photo.
Why wouldn't you?
And then got thrown out.
No, I somehow I didn't get thrown
Too bad
out.
it was just a crotch shot, but he did get the photo.
Yeah.
No, it's actually a good photo because you can kind of see the look in the face of it is a dad who's being annoyed by their teenage kid.
Yeah.
And he's like,
this one.
What?
I just had that 10 minutes ago over here. I know that.
Glad you couldn't have got
All
like
the
a
money in
high
the world
photo.
does not alleviate you having that.
But
what?
Going back to the original question, so Lauren Peterson, he just starts talking through the whole show. He's like, "Oh, isn't that? Look at that! It's funny! Oh my god! Look at the."
You're like, will you shut up?
He's so cool though. I like him.
I I don't know who he thought I was, but he's engaging, the same way he's engaging with Anthony Daniels, and I'm just kind of like,
you were part of it.
This is happening.
Yeah, you were part of it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah, you should. Too bad you didn't. Go ahead.
That's another one of those moments where I'm like, oh my god, this is the peak. This is never gonna happen again. It was, yeah.
You
It's
should have
magic.
just told him you played Admiral Akbar or something. He would have.
No, it's too bad you didn't have like that overshot,
No,
like
it's up
where
here.
George is standing around all of his models. You're standing around all the stuff.
All the
Kind
actors.
of,
Arms
yeah.
crossed. That would have been awesome.
Yeah, it's a good time. I am so grateful for this Star Wars community, for the fans, for the people, the behind the scenes. The convention circuit has been a magical place for me. If I could honestly quit my job and do conventions full time, I would do that in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Well, you never know. I mean, it's like sometimes those opportunities just arise where it's like, hey, I need somebody for the next X amount of years or something like that. Doug, I'd like you to be that person. You never know. You just
That
never
would be
know.
a magical opportunity.
Yeah.
But when you're in the moment, you're like, why did I say that? I could just see that.
I'll be your Doug.
Yeah. I'll be your Doug.
I'll be
That's a new shirt. I'll be your Doug.
So, Doug, do you want to hang? You have time to hang out for the weekly pickup so you can see what the community picked up?
If you don't want to kick me out, I'm good.
Of course not.
Well,
No.
yeah.
We're enjoying
hang
this.
out, man.
Yeah.
So let's transition to the next segment. Let's see if my thing works.
Test.
Whoa.
Test. There we go.
Can I just ask, is this where we're supposed to share something we acquired in the past week?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
if you get a chance.
Does it have to be
Yeah,
Star
yeah.
Wars?
No.
We have a soft spot
For
for Star
you.
Trek and Stargate, but
For you can share whatever you got.
Okay,
Let's
I've
go
got
with-
something. I have
No
something. I can
MacGyver.
play along.
Let me do my introduction real quick.
Spice Runners Lounge. Weekly pickups. What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
he waits for that every week.
I love it.
Do All right, what
Here
you
we go,
got?
Doug. He froze up. Oh, there he is.
Nope.
There he is. Let's
He
see
wants
it.
to show. He
Oh
wants to
yeah.
show.
Am I up?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
you're
for
up.
it.
Put it full screen.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice.
okay. Is that Ant-Man or Quantumania? Or no?
No,
I'm
that's
gonna
Michelle.
Probably
Ant-Man and Wasp.
Quantumania.
It's got to be
Mhm.
Quantumania, yeah.
Yep.
But she
yeah.
still looks amazing.
yeah,
Oh,
Right?
my
It's Ant-Man and
gosh.
Wasp that they found her in the quantum zone.
Yeah, but
Second
this is her outfit from the third one.
I wish
Yeah.
Hot Toys would have made that figure. That's a cool figure, actually. That would have been a cool one.
Nice.
So is that an in-person signature that you got?
No, this was a send-in opportunity.
But still,
Very cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's wow.
I actually have
Catwoman, she's Catwoman.
So I sent in a 3 3/4 inch Catwoman figure.
Mm.
So I'm waiting for that to come back.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, the print arrived before the figure did,
Uh-oh.
but I'm very happy with this.
Yeah, that's an amazing thing. Wow.
I like the
Amazing.
background, too. That's a good shot.
So my brother-in-law used to work at Rite Aid in Malibu and sold her cigarettes multiple times and did not realize it was Michelle Pfeiffer because she had no makeup on.
Oh, jeez. So is your
That'll
brother
happen.
dumb or?
I would
Well,
be like
I mean-
that. Don't feel bad, brother. I would be the same way.
Was that Matt?
Sorry.
Yeah, it was Matt.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Olivia stalled that, too.
All right, let me share what's on the screen.
I know.
That's a nice pickup, Doug.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. This is the weekly pickup from the community. So it's on Facebook. So for people in the Facebook group, they post their weekly pickups and things that they're working on. So let's get started. Andy Myers working on some post 40s. Nice, dude.
Those are beautiful.
I know.
They
man.
are. He
They're
does
so
such
nice.
great work.
He has four.
Oh, and he's got his new logo on there from courtesy
Oh,
of,
yeah, that's
Yeah.
Rex.
Another Rex.
another Rex one. What does it say?
There you go.
Cuts me?
Andy Myers.
Oh, customs. Never
Customs.
mind.
Yeah, not like how Joel's was.
Ozzy comes.
Oh no!
Angel flag. Got the Gentle Giant. Nice. That's a nice piece.
Dude, that thing is way better than it should be.
Yep.
It's an awesome
Way
piece.
better than it should be.
Well,
I
for the
might
price.
need-
For the
Huge.
price.
Oh,
the thing
yeah,
is
yeah.
huge. Yeah.
For the
I
price.
might need one of
really
those for my
detailed.
Java setup in the dark side.
Yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Yeah, it's really big.
I'm
and
writing that
expensive.
down.
Yeah, it's a Gentle Giant Gamorrean, and I want to say it's what is it, 200,
220?
220. Yeah.
Are they sold out yet, Scott?
I don't think so. Gentle Giant's kind of weird like that. They'll be like, "Oh, we're sold out of this," and all of a sudden you go to the website and you're like, "Oh, I can order it."
We didn't realize
Okay.
there was such a demand. We'll make
It was
more.
that one.
And it's a perfect size piece because it's a half scale, so it's
Oh,
not
perfect.
doesn't take up a lot.
Ooh,
Do-bag stuff here.
dude, I love. I have this piece. I
The
love this
animated
piece.
Grievous is awesome.
I
Yeah, those
love
colors
that
are so
design.
cool. Wow, very nice. Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh,
The Hasbro.
that thing looks
Hasbro.
tiny, but it's actually giant. I don't know
Yeah.
what to find.
The thing's like a city.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like 30
that's
inch by
huge.
30 inch or something. It's huch.
I had to move
Joel,
my
did you
garage.
get yours?
I did. It's in the garage right now. I don't know what to do with it.
Weather it.
He sounds confused. I don't know what to do.
Like, I don't know. He was upset when he wasn't getting it, and now it shows up, and he doesn't.
One
know
of
what
these
to do
days,
with
I'll
it.
have a beer and it'll just go, Eureka, I'm going to do this.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm waiting for inspiration.
But
do
that's
it.
pretty common with this one, though. Like a lot of people, like it showed up and it's so massive. They're like, "Where the hell do I put this?"
But they knew they were getting it. I guess they just didn't realize
I
the
know.
actual size. Yeah.
It's
It
kind of
won't
like
be that
subwoofer.
big.
You know, you're supposed to like get a cardboard box, put it in your room so you can see the actual dimension before you buy it. And
Yeah.
a lot of people don't do that.
I've never done that.
Well, you
that was
should.
a George impulse buy bought that for me.
The old David.
Nice.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
dude.
nice piece.
We
Not a
got this
piece.
on eBay or something for nothing. Next
Yeah?
to nothing. Yeah, it was an eBay find, I believe.
Which one is this? A fan made?
No, this is Master
Icons.
Replicas.
Oh, mass replicas. Wow. That's a cool piece. That's
What a
really
great
cool
ship.
piece. Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
a simple design that's like just so.
Yeah, but when
See
you
that
look
about
at it,
every
you can
one of
hear
them.
it. You can hear
Yeah,
it go.
exactly.
You can hear it scream through.
I know, right?
Killer.
Let's see what, any more pictures? Oh, there it is. The plaque.
JC4791 said it was an EFX one.
Oh, EFX. Okay. Yeah.
Serial number 245. Worldwide edition of 657. Nice.
Hey, you good?
Small run.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Strange. Whoa. Is this Joe Hazy?
No, he does all of his own customs, and he does some amazing work. He's got a lot of that unique stuff, and he goes all ranges of sci-fi. He's pretty good at what he
That's a
does.
bizarre thing to see the teeth above the eyes like that. I mean, that's like, hey, you guys, to a whole nother level.
Hey, Steven, thanks for posting in Spice Runners Lounge. Your work is amazing, man.
It's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie Brock.
Krennic.
Got a
Oh,
custom
man.
Krennic. Yeah.
I like the base.
My achievement.
Yeah.
that was
That's awesome.
good.
Good. That was good.
I love it.
That's so awesome, man. Not only does he act, he does voices too.
Yeah, he's doing a good job, too.
Yeah, try.
Cleat Bassingame. Wow, that's cool.
This is like Rise of Skywalker.
There's a whole fleet.
Right.
Yep.
Are those like the Micro Squad, Galaxy Squad? That's what
Probably.
Oh,
hard
those
to
are those
say.
Action Fleet things, I think. Well, oh, shit, I don't know.
Looks smaller. Yeah.
I think they're the Action Fleet ones, don't you think?
Yeah, that ghost looks like the Action Fleet one.
Still looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Get that up on the ceiling.
Yeah, it looks really good. What does he put here?
Ghost? No. Yeah, that looks like a ghost.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
huge.
It's humongous.
Yeah, I literally do. I'm gonna have to hang it.
But there's the box.
Oh,
What's in the box? Yeah, and
that is well packaged.
Look how big
Well, I
that
was gonna
cat is.
say, yeah, I was gonna say the sideshow Apple. We have the house cat to do for scale.
Let's see what else. He said they're for sale. Wrong thread, dude. Go to the BST and sell that stuff.
I've seen
there's that
people
Rex
getting this
one.
done.
Yeah.
Sideshow, yeah. Came out good.
That's growing on me.
Yeah, me too, Dubak, because I was not a giant fan of the smoke and flame effect at first, but this thing looks badass.
Yeah, it does.
It just sucks that they make you buy a variant to have a variant.
You gotta pick which
I think
one
I
you
like
want.
the one better where he's the exclusive and has the belt, the grenade belt.
Mm.
Nice score, Justin. I'm waiting on that. Man, that Dubak. I want that Dubak and
I know.
show up.
What is that thing
Kind of
coming up?
stupid. This figure comes with that big rod though, because it doesn't come with a dewback.
Yeah, but my last, I think the last payment got moved from the end of this month, which would have been today, till next month. So we'll see how many times they push it out.
Just leave that rod in the box, Joel. Jeez.
I did, but it still pisses me off. I could have had something else.
leave it in the box.
It pisses me off.
Sorry.
Pisses me off.
You know you're going to use it for some other custom. You know,
Absolutely,
won't.
with him. Yeah. Ooh.
Random.
Razor.
Got a couple things.
Is that a Rex helmet? That looks like
Doug
it
can
could
dig
be.
these. There's a lot of signatures you can get on those packages.
Yeah, that's actually the first thing I looked at. I was like, okay.
That
Hey,
Vader sign.
He's even got a little Neil in there.
Those top ones are the Disney Store figures. That
Yeah, the
packaging
metal
work is.
ones.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
got
yeah.
a couple Boyega signed of those Disney Elites.
Oh, no kidding. Sweet. There were a lot of good ones in that series.
Boyega's actually going to be down here, Miami side, for some con coming up here soon.
Oh, nice.
I was thinking about going just for that because he
Dude,
doesn't come
yeah.
here often.
Get a plaque to put with that Stormtrooper.
Yeah,
Or First Order Trooper.
Yeah, but my problem with those Elites though, like, because I came from that mindset of you buy one, I bought two of everything,
Nice,
one
man.
to open, one to get signed.
Yep.
The feet on these things, they do not stand. And
They're
they're
heavy.
heavy. They're
Yeah,
heavy.
they're
They
super
just fall
heavy,
right
dude.
over.
Yeah.
Or the feet are loose. Like they're a little problematic.
Yeah, you're right. I remember that.
Keep them in the box.
Joey. Is this way back when or a different Joey?
That's
very cool.
Same Joey.
Oh, that is Joey.
That's way back when, yeah. Rose.
Oh, he picked up the Revenge of the Jedi poster. Woo.
It's a good size too.
Nice.
You see his
Good
hand
for
in the
you.
bottom corner.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Good pickup.
Mm-hmm.
Original too.
He always gets like the coolest things.
Man, I'm tired of seeing people get this thing.
I got this one.
I know, dude. I'm trying to find. I actually did see the other day someone selling just the vehicle, but it was like, I don't know, $360.
You need the vehicle?
I just want the vehicle. I got
I
that.
have a custom one that I don't need no more.
Ooh, I'll talk to you then, because I got that ARC that you made me the custom.
Oh yeah, but you'd have to change the colors, but you can do that.
This is badass.
There's the other thing, Doug. Joel's one of our dealers.
Yeah.
He's like a drug dealer. Joel, what you got this week, man? I need some more.
He's so unassuming
I'm
and
the crack
kind.
dealer.
You don't think he's being pushy, but he's a pusher. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is badass.
Wow.
Is this the in art one?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got the rooted hair.
Move along.
Move along.
No, it is pretty cool. I just don't have it.
Oh, I thought you ordered it.
No, I got the Dune figure instead.
Be right back.
Oh, you got the Paul Atreides?
I did.
Oh, dude, I want to see pictures of that when you get it, dude.
Dude, I have it. It's amazing.
Oh,
The head came in an actual case. The hair version of it. It's amazing.
Did it come with a little comb?
No, it's actually like hairstyled with.
Oh, you said comb. I thought I heard something else. I was like,
Yeah,
oh.
that's what I did too. It took me a minute to register.
Comb and
Synapses weren't
Aquanet.
firing right away.
Yeah, that's a great figure.
Oh, so this is Cohen. He's a first-time poster. Look what he posted for his first time.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Nice work, dude.
This is amazing.
Who needs HasLab when you got that? That's
Yeah, you need that
fired.
for your Jabba cave, Doug. You need this.
Yep, he's hired.
Wow.
Oh, wow. He's got the lights under Solo there and stuff.
Yeah, good a pick. I didn't see that.
Badass.
I think there's more.
Damn,
So he's been working on this and
it's gorgeous.
decided to share it in the group.
Yeah, the droid torture. I was just saying that.
That's
cool.
Man.
Not a lot of
job.
people do that. That is, man, that is deep.
There's so much talent out there, but then also to have the time.
Exactly.
That is cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. No.
You're a feisty little one.
Hey,
Hey, there's another one.
feisty little one.
There's your E-Font. I got one of those stuffed away in a tote somewhere.
Just
so
that
cool.
thing just comes to life.
If it's for sale, I'm interested.
The E-Font?
Right.
Oh, that whole thing? That is
What's
pretty
the
cool.
whole
though.
thing?
That is well done.
I like the
very
lighting
nice.
underneath him. That's pretty cool.
Well, the texture on the floor, the washes, it just awesome.
That's a lot of work there.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Nicely
I wouldn't,
done.
even me, I wouldn't have patience for that.
Just the floor. I love the floor grates.
Mm-hmm.
Hermiodal. He's got
Max just hanging out playing piano.
Yeah.
And this is the vintage, and you know it's still big. It's still
Right?
full size. Yeah.
Mhm.
So much going on. It looks alive.
Rappertoonie over there. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Badass, man.
Damn, dude.
Wow.
This is all I wanted as a
A
kid.
man, a
Was
man.
this entire diorama.
Mm-hmm. Anything that brought you back into the movie, anything that brought those feels back, all of that. Yeah.
Living at this.
He's got Zuckus and Forlom. Which one's which? Huh? We already did that test. I lost.
You have way more talent than you think you do, Ken.
Yep.
You
Hey,
really
Doug,
do.
which one's Forlom and which one's Zuckus?
Ooh.
Come on. Don't disappoint.
Which one is this guy right here?
That's Zuckus.
Well, shut up, Jason.
No, it's not.
So I was gonna say Forlom is the one that's more like a cyborg. It's the one on the right.
Not like there's a definitive
Thank
answer.
Oh, you've been brainwashed.
Not a definitive
You're in the
answer.
Mandela effect. Oh my God.
Look at Joel. Look at the disappointment on that
disappointed.
face.
Yeah.
Because Joe's the only one that's wrong. That's why.
I'm not the only one that's wrong. I'm just too old for this.
I think him and Michael House both think that, but they're both.
Probably.
Hey, don't worry, Joe.
This is Joel Hawsey, and thank you for joining us at the lounge.
I'm
Thanks.
taking my toys and going home.
Thanks for
I
that.
love that one.
Doug, I made all those. I knew you missed it. That's good.
I'm cheating.
Never mind.
So I'm cheating from Celebration 5.
Ooh.
Uh-oh, what do we got?
Yeah.
What you got?
That's Forlom and Zuckus.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
You got them backwards because you've been brainwashed.
I did. I it's sitting right over here on this shelf, and I got it wrong.
Good man.
it's all good, Doug. We forgive you.
That's a cool set.
It is.
That is
Oh,
a
hey,
cool
Jay,
set.
look at this.
It's a little blurry on my side. I'm not sure what this.
Chris Elliott.
It's crazy how big this box is. I keep seeing people post like next to it or something.
It's a big
I
box,
think
yeah.
it's crazy. The Stormtrooper has the flaps. I just
They're
picture like a
magnetic. They
bulldog.
come off.
Yeah, but I picture a bulldog going down the street out the window of a
Yeah.
car, going flip,
And just-
flip when the guy's running. Yeah.
So J2SO, you have the actual leather flaps on yours because that's what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one you made.
These
yeah,
are
that's what I
plastic
like.
and they're just magnetic, so they're coming off mine. I'm
Talk
putting leather.
about mud flaps. My Stormtroopers got them.
See, I like them with the mud flaps on, but I like the waxer and boil arfs. I like those without the flaps. I like those with the.
Well, yeah, because they got the digicam.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have those?
Those might be the next customs I make because those ones.
I've made like 3 or 4 sets of those, and I don't have them for myself
Poor
anymore.
Doug.
So that's makes
Doug's
me
street
sad.
credit is gone.
But I have the set. Like, do I earn anything back?
It says right there, it's in print. It's licensed.
Oh, that's good.
Oh wow!
How was the license on the box?
Yeah, I got that photo back there.
Was it licensed the correct way or Joel's way?
Oh, it's licensed the wrong way. That's not my way.
Yeah.
The Mandela effect is coming to full force on everybody.
You leave Mandela out of this.
So deal, okay. Added the Howard Kazan.
Wow, Dill.
That's a great photo back there. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
His rooms really come together.
He's got some amazing stuff. I mean, it was like the first time I saw him in his full snowy outfit, I was like, oh my gosh. And then you come to find out his collection is amazing.
I always forget he's got to put that on a mannequin or something in there because I think he just has it in a box or crate stored.
Yeah.
You got to display that dude.
I know. I love the snowies.
Well, he had a kid, right? So he
Yep.
probably had to like move things around.
That was like 3 months ago. He's got time again.
Too back.
Nice, Izzy.
Sweet.
Yeah, his wife got it for her. You know what I got? No, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say I got the best gift for Valentine's Day that nobody knows about, but it came at the perfect time because I was in the middle of doing that Star Destroyer.
If it's edible undies, we
And
don't want
Janine got me this, which was more super glue that I needed.
Oh, there you go.
So she's
What
like,
is-
hey, she goes, it's funny. It's not really a gift, but it's a gift. And I open it up. I was so stoked. I was so stoked that I got this.
Zappa-Cap, yeah.
This stuff's great, man.
Do you have
And
the
it's like-
accelerant too?
No, I don't really need it. It's pretty quick. But it was like, she's like, I'm just kidding. It's, not a gift or whatever. I'm like, no, this is like the best Valentine's gift ever.
It's what I really wanted.
Yeah, it's what I needed, Perfect timing.
That's awesome.
Nico.
Wow.
Nico, so this is via Mark Vosankino.
That's
like
really
that.
cool that the whole thing just cracked off, and it's sitting there in the coal and it's burning. And
Yeah, that's a good display.
that is cool.
It looks
He
so
always
good.
does good displays.
Oh yeah, he puts a lot of effort into them.
I'm getting Vader Shrine inspiration.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yes.
Dude,
All he's supposed to give us is yeah.
the pickup threads, not only do you see the creativity that people have, but you see the different displays, and then you find things that you didn't even know existed. And you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
I got to hunt that down.
Like this.
Right?
Oh yeah, it's so good. Custom 3D printed Anakin head.
Hey, Santi.
That's amazing, actually. I really like that.
It's a great idea. Linus, let's see. He got Star Wars Hall. What's this SB6? Is that
Yeah, I
a
don't
little
know.
bigger?
Like Darth Maul there.
Looks like a bust, yeah.
It's a mall. Yeah, trying to figure out what it is.
Bandai.
Well,
Slipcase packaging for something.
Yeah,
It's
because
cool.
one's Maul and one's a Vader, so it's the
Oh,
same
yeah.
company, SP6. Oh, we're going to have to look into this. Studio
Probably
or
a bust.
something. Yeah.
Not familiar.
Cool.
It's probably something from Europe.
We got a Mandalorian, a Star Wars Epic Collection, Darth Plagueis, and Empire Strikes Back.
Darth Plague is a good book.
See, and that's kind of the stuff. Like, none of us knew what those two in the back are, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I should share my Anakin. That one's pretty cool.
Can't see the chat. Oops, just hid the chat.
I got Justin. Get on it. I forgot to post my pic.
Damn it, Justin.
Hurry up. You've had all week to do it.
I just did mine a little bit ago. Don't feel bad. I'm always.
Oh, there it is. The figures in the boxes look like this, and it's 1/6 scale. Okay, nice. Never
That's
heard of
nice.
Wow, they're big. Holy
that.
cow.
Fancy. How's it going?
That's a good sculpt. Good paint.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, your voice sounds different. You got a new mic?
Oh, me? Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds crisp.
Yeah, it sounds good, man. Sounds really clean.
Don't sound as much like Big Bird or more like Big Bird.
I like
more
the
like
Big
Big Bird. Almost bordering Snuffleupagus, but more Big Bird.
I got the nose for it, so it makes sense.
These
That is
look
really
great.
cool. Who
I
makes
like it.
these?
SB6, I guess, right? That was the name that was on
great.
those box.
That's what it
One
says.
six? Damn.
ABY style. Is that what it says? Studio? Abby?
Yeah, maybe
Abby
why.
style?
1/6. That's awesome.
After Battle of Yavin style, I guess.
That's a good pose. I like that.
Love that. Good paint.
It's the Carrie Fisher pose minus the finger.
Bayarano.
That's better.
Nice light.
See, like that looks cool. The 3 helmets and then the figures in between.
Good display.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, with the Regal Robot plaques, ordering.
Oh, yeah. Didn't
That's
see
the
it.
cool
Good
thing
eye.
is everybody has a different way of displaying. There's no exemplar. Just kind of do what fits.
That's the thing is that we inspire each other. At least that's how I look at it. You'll see something you're like, ooh, I need to do something like that. And I think anybody, you got people out there, I have to be unique, whatever. I look at it like, if you like something, copy it or let them copy it.
I used to feel like I had to do all the same scales. So I was always
Really?
1/6 scale. And then Flex sort of opened up my eyes like, no, it looks cooler with multiple scales.
This is a cool angle.
Don't be afraid to go against your instinct, right? Like I remember texting Jay one day. It was after he was here the first time. I was like, man, I'm gonna blow this whole thing up. I'm driving myself nuts. He's like, yeah, just do it.
Yeah, your room is awesome, dude.
Yeah, it's clean.
I like this angle because it makes them look a lot bigger than 6 scale.
Yeah, that's cool though.
It's a good poses.
Yep. Oh. Hey Jay, have you seen this piece?
James Casterly.
Lit up, it looks phenomenal.
That is crazy, dude.
I like
That's
the face
quarter
one.
scale too, right?
Yeah, and this is what happens after you
Thing
eat
is
Taco Bell.
huge, then.
Beautiful.
I mean, you can see the sideshow Rancor back there. That's that big Rancor.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah, that thing is gotta be huge. Yeah.
Well, and look behind it. You got C-3PO and the Hot Toys. It just all looks cool.
Wow.
I totally geeked out on Evans of these.
Yeah. You didn't think they were that big, huh?
Yeah, I missed Slave 1 at your house because I was so focused on these things.
Dude, that thing has its own gravitational pull. How'd you miss that?
I know I was pulled in on these. These were amazing.
It's too funny. See, did he get a set? Oh, he did.
Damn.
Yeah, you gotta have two.
Gotta have
Right?
two.
We gotta have 2.
Twins.
I think I'll come in mini me.
This is a great piece. Look at that. Damn.
Is this a custom or is this?
No, that's the
custom,
sideshow
dude.
one. It's missing the Womp Rat, which would be the exclusive.
Wow.
So
Hey,
good,
That's
though.
a cool one. That's a really neat one.
Yeah.
Love
really
Sand
good.
Troopers.
You just love sand bases with little footprints.
No, I don't.
How many I
But
got?
it's
I think they work best
coarse,
for
but it gets
droids.
everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in the wrong places.
Yeah.
Like glitter.
I must have like 8 or 9 of the Sand Troopers.
Yeah, this is a nice one too.
Yeah, this one was really good. Saw that.
It's
this week.
interesting. The Death Star panels are so small, right? It's this interesting difference of scale between them. I like
I
it.
don't
It's
know.
lit
I've never
up.
seen this one before. I wonder who did this one.
Who knows?
This is a recent custom.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything with extra lighting though always pops.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, he went ham this week with this pickup.
This thing is huge in person. This was another one I focused on at your house.
It's quarter scale. Yeah.
It seems bigger than that though. At Evan's house, I was like, "Wow, that's big."
Correct, JC.
Well, yeah, because of the base. So the
Yeah, maybe.
Well, no,
It's
that's
really
what Shane
cool.
was saying too. Like it takes up a lot of the area around the figure.
I was very captivated on this one too. This and the.
It did. I walked in, you were drooling.
Had to give him a napkin.
Weird.
Joel,
face
break
was
yourself
to the
away.
glass.
There's other stuff.
His face was stuck to the glass. It's like, oh, you get the print that came with it.
Boudreaux.
That's Boudreaux.
Nice.
That's
Yeah,
a
it
beautiful print.
Comes with the print. Yeah,
That is
How cool is that? You know,
very.
customized Night Owl Santi. Hey, Santi, I just saw
Cool.
him up in the chat. He's working on his own Death Squad.
nice.
I love the undersuits on those characters, like a welder uniform.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's Probably what
Thought
it
of
is.
that.
I used to use pilot outfits for mine.
It's really
They're
cool.
kind of close before
Nice.
these came out.
Love that.
Some more chicas.
Oh, that's a Captain Marvel at the end.
This one,
That's a little Brie Larson RBF. Yeah,
your favorite?
my girl.
I need to do some customs of these.
Use the Night Owls
I'm
off.
saving some up to do that.
Night Owl girls all together.
Cool.
Girls get it done.
Yeah, going out on the town.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, I saw this.
Oh,
Version of Mom Moff and her husband in the Andor series.
cool.
Is this guy
Wow.
going
That's
to be
actually
in
really
season
cool,
2?
Yeah. Andor season.
That's
Season
pretty
1.
good.
That's
Yeah.
very
really
good.
Very good.
Nice job, dude.
Nice job.
Background.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Really good.
Yeah, these are the Bespin things.
Yeah.
I think they
Yeah.
came with Leia. Yeah.
They did. The best Ben Leo, yeah.
Mhm.
I sold my best Ben Leo. I'll probably regret that one of these days.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
I want to
regret
pick
it,
that one
too.
up.
Mhm.
But I had the Endor and I have the Hoth one, so
Well, that Hoth one's impossible to find. So
Yeah, dude, that one is
Dude.
so pissed I never
Evan's
get that.
friend James got lucky at MegaCon a couple years ago and found it for
Which one?
a deal. The Hoth Leia.
The Hoth
This one
Leia.
back here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's
Scott.
an off-
This
All right,
one
move
right
on.
here.
Moving on. Yeah.
uh,
No,
Yeah.
Endor one I thought looked good. Bespin is cool. Yeah.
They
Who's this
nailed
guy?
all her fist sculpts. Yeah.
Jason
Oh, that's cool.
Smith. I wonder who that is.
I got that's
Yeah,
Robert.
who's that
Tennessee
dude?
Smith.
When did you
Biggest
do
fan.
the background prints on those?
I got these from Sean Solo last
Yeah,
week.
that's what I was
He
wondering.
Holy shit, that looks awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I
he
still
was,
have to do the Mustafar ant or bug or whatever because I want to do. I got the lava thing from him, so I want to do the Mustafar.
Oh,
bug.
did you?
I did.
Yeah, because he was getting rid. He was just gonna toss some. So I was like, I was gonna buy. I bought this Tuscan off of him. So I was like, oh, I'll get some whatever backgrounds you don't want. I'll take off you.
Is that
And you
just
got
plain hot
cool
price?
ones.
Yeah, it was this cool like Mos Espa one down there. The Tuscan one he was using for Ray, but it looks great with the Tuscan and Boba.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
absolutely.
And then I put another photo. There was episode 1 and Rogue One background as well. I have a couple Hoth ones too, but I don't have any Hoth figures anymore, so I don't know what to do with them. But
Oh, well,
You know who has one? Scott.
look at this. He did really good with the.
That's cool.
yeah, we'll have to
background.
talk maybe.
Damn, that's
Oh,
This-
big.
nice.
It has the like snow.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I like
Yeah.
No footprints though.
Oh, that
No
looks great with
footprints.
your AT-AT, man. Have you set it up for your AT-AT?
That's a good. Yeah, I could set it up with the AT-AT. Yeah,
That's
but
really
yeah,
cool,
this
man.
is yeah. And those light up the walls of the Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon. He has red lights there for the like
Oh, that's
it.
cool.
little divider wall thing.
That's really cool. Man.
Justin was asking, J2SO still has not posted pics with his Neil bed sheets and underoos yet.
Underoos.
I did
Just his pillow. Yeah.
Underoos need to make a comeback.
For adults.
Hell yeah, Thunder Buddies for life.
Shane Wetzel.
Wow, that's cool.
So Shane Wetzel just got this from the Framers. It's a Smithsonian poster. Nice, dude.
1997.
Love it.
That's
That's
a nice
beautiful.
Rare
That's
blue,
awesome.
man.
Dang. Good angle.
Well, and you got great characters. You got Vader, Yoda, Leia, Boba, C-3PO. That's awesome.
Yeah, Shane's getting some cool prints recently.
Shane's getting all kinds of cool
Yeah.
stuff.
All kinds of
Oh, I
stuff.
wonder who's that one.
Whoa!
Oh, I love
Wow.
that one.
Quit showing off, dude.
I know. Damn.
Right? October 1997, October 1998.
That's
Where was
badass.
I?
dude.
What was I doing?
Wouldn't you like to remember?
98.
I remember. I was probably stressed out.
Uh-oh.
I was living in Germany somewhere. And
Somebody got that from me.
That's what the big one
Oh, you
was.
sold it? I didn't realize you sold it.
I traded it.
That looks good.
Yeah.
I'm glad I got to you safe, dude.
Yeah, right.
It went from me to Joel to Shane.
Yeah, you were so
but
pissed
it
off.
totally changed. Yeah, but it totally changed when it went to Joel.
They used to have Jawas underneath it, and that's like the real makers behind C3PO.
Nice.
7 degrees of Kevin Bacon. Ooh, custom cat baking.
I made that
Is
last
that the
week.
one that where I hooked you up with the stuff?
Yeah. I got
Nice,
the head and a backpack from Joel. And a while ago, he sent me the animated clone version. So I was like, man, I need this figure
is that
back.
the helmet?
Yeah, that's the animated version.
Badass. Good job, dude.
It looks good.
Looks really good.
And then the kits from I'll have to look I'll have to find the name. It's a guy on Etsy does the kits.
I want to say it's
It might have been 1/6 figs or something. I'll have to look, but yeah. So I put this together while I had some downtime at work because I didn't want to pay $400 to get this guy back my collection. So I did the more animated and gave it more animated colors.
I actually saw one of those at MegaCon for like $300.
That's not bad.
It didn't all figure.
Mm-hmm.
You did this one, right, Jay?
Yes, yeah. I did all the painting on this and stuff.
Meh.
Made a little holocron for him to hold.
Looks good, dude.
Oh man, that thing's awesome.
It wasn't Camino, was it, that you got him from? The kit?
I'll look right now, actually.
Now this one traveled a little bit.
Oh my god, yeah, this guy.
This was a giveaway that went to Chris Elliott, and Chris Elliott gifted it to Janine. And then
Janine.
Yeah.
And then Janine gifted it to me to finish up. So thank you guys for that one.
Yeah, more welcome. It's like it finally wound up in the right hands, I think, at this time. I mean, something Janine was interested in, but with the schedule and her work, and it just kind of, she's like, I want this to go to Jake.
I felt the same way, Janine. So, like, I get where you were at on that.
So we know you'll do it right.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Oh, here's this Rex.
Here's
yeah.
Rex. Yeah, little guy.
I love that pose. That he
pose
was telling
is
me. I can't remember who was going out of business, but he went in there every day trying to get this mannequin, and they're probably tired. Like, oh, it's him again. Let's just give it to him.
But he's holding a little snow speeder.
Yeah.
My buddy.
And there's Janine saying, "So glad."
Oh,
nice.
Oh, very cool.
What's she getting now?
Very cool, Xena.
Disney stuff.
Black Spire.
Perfect timing, dude.
Right. It sounds like it's a clone.
It wasn't even creepy, I don't think.
It says Black Spire Outpost. It's right there.
Yeah, but the way you did it, it makes me think of a clone commercial.
So she got some pins.
Very cool.
Like a little picture thing and another picture thing.
Yeah, because this is when she came out to Cali.
Right.
Oh, that's right. And you were there.
Well, we had dinner with her.
Your smoke screen operation when you were really in Florida.
Right.
What's up, Luis Jimenez?
See, this is Rex. My daughter does not want me to sell it. She calls it her baby Neil.
Aww.
Is that adorable or what?
That's awesome.
Got
hey, what's up, Luis?
And watches.
Hey, Luis.
A lot.
Magic band.
You should be sorry. You missed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Should we start over?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? To be honest, I probably will listen to this again later because this.
Oh no, I
amazing.
missed the first 30 minutes. I'm totally.
It felt like everything's past. Like I just started.
Kyber Crystal, nice. Chantel came up.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously.
Oh, she got the Ouya Cantina.
Oh, those are cool.
mugs.
I love I love them both actually. I really like the Endor one with the Death Star in the background.
Hey Chantel, get some lightsabers in the background, would you?
I know, right?
Yeah, come on.
I don't know why they changed the color of this one. I like the original sand color.
What was it?
It's
Yeah,
like
it was like
Yeah,
tannish brown.
Tannish brown,
Yeah, when is she gonna get serious about collecting lightsabers? Don't half-ass it anymore.
I know, right?
And maybe get symmetrical with the display. I don't know. It's just...
10 grand
Nice.
back there.
Yeah, that Loth Cat Cup's cool.
It is.
It is cool. I think we have one somewhere. I don't know
Yeah,
where my
you
wife-
guys got it when we were out there.
Yeah, I don't know where she put it though.
She's hiding it.
Probably forgot where she put it.
It's her secret cup. It's probably in the guest room with all the
Oh
secret
yeah, I
stuff.
got to work on a NOLA for you.
Da-na-na,
Ewok with the pink.
da-da-da,
Oh, nice.
do-do-do-do-do-do.
What are you humming? I'm hearing the Rocky theme, and I don't think that's what you mean.
If
Oh,
you're hearing the Rocky theme, you're way gone.
you're way gone, dude.
I know,
Way
that's what I
gone.
was hearing.
That's the opening for Clue.
I wouldn't have got that though either.
Amazon purchases.
Star Wars Encyclopedia. Forward by Rosario Dawson.
I was wondering why Ahsoka was front and center.
It's her book.
Very cool.
What we got? What we got?
Love Gree.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really hoping they do a re-release of him in 1/6 this year.
I really think they meant to call him Clone
That's
Green,
good.
and then they forgot to put the N on.
Yeah. Commander Green. Oh, shit. Gree, I mean.
My Peter Mayhew's autograph is with him and Chewbacca. Well, it's my son's, but I stole it from him.
Oh, no kidding?
Nice,
He's not
dude.
watching.
Right, Justin?
That Disney Parks helmet was one of my favorite pickups, thanks to Eben, in the last year. That
Ooh,
Gree helmet.
that's
Andor.
Emo beat B.
I am convinced that droid is going to turn into K2SO.
No.
Yes, I think the brains of that
What, his
droid,
consciousness is going to transfer?
is going to be put into K2SO.
See, those droids say Disney black hole to me from like the 80s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I see it. I see exactly like a Vincent.
Except for that thing shocks the dog when it's peeing on him.
I think we talked about that during the show, that it was very Vincent-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah. But as far as a consciousness going into the other droid, I mean, we kind of saw that with what's her name,
L3.
L3, yeah, into the Falcon.
L3 and the Falcon.
Convinced that droid's going to be K2SO.
Yeah, she went in the Falcon, and Lando went into her. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin's like Bob. Yeah,
Got it.
Uncle Bob
Hey, now.
from Black.
Ooh, it
Black Hole.
came in. Nice.
Oh, good.
Oh, sweet.
That's a
That's
cool
so
jacket.
cool.
Is
I
that
just
Heroes
got
and
the-
Villains? Yeah.
Heroes and
I got
villains.
the fulcrum as a tattoo in Australia last year.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice,
Where'd you
man.
get it? Like which part of your body?
And the shoulder.
Nice.
You should have answered. I can't say.
I know, right?
Then throw everybody off.
Or for a joke, just turn around and start dropping your pants. And
Where
I
the
can't
sun
show you,
don't
but it hurt a lot. Yeah. Can't show you, but it hurt a lot.
No, that's a good one. That's a good tat.
There's the front.
That's really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, killer jacket, Zena.
Glad I made it. Hopefully it fit. Is that the
Oh,
inside?
sweet.
Oh,
I
cool.
love that.
Your
Nice.
sabers and the map and whatever it says around it.
Yeah, it's got the two, and those are the hilts. To me, those are my favorite Ahsoka hilts.
The Clone Wars ones.
Yeah, Clone Wars. There's just something about them that's very simple, but I like the way they look. The katana type ones are cool, but I think I'm drawn more to those.
These
yeah.
ones feel like OT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very OT. Very kind of straight. No hilt. No guard on the hand.
Exactly.
Leave Zachary out of this.
Ooh. Janine sent her some stuff. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's a 3D printed picture.
Nice. Those things are so nice, man.
They're cool. They're really
I
cool
love
because
mine.
you're like, wow, it looks good. And then you start to realize it's layers and how rough it is and all the other stuff and the depth that it creates. They're just
Dude,
amazing.
I love my little bar setup here because I've got that. I didn't know where I was going to put it when I first got it. It's holding on my remotes for my lights. And it's
Oh, the little box that we did for you guys?
and I
Yeah,
turn
those are cool.
around. It's almost like the Hellraiser box where you can change it out, change the photos in there. And
Yeah.
Nice.
And I love the coasters. The coasters are so simple, but I love them. It's like my little phone thing that the Star Wars,
great.
little phone thingy. So. Zombie's working on another helmet.
Nice.
That Django is sick.
He said, just got the Antok Merrick figure. Now to finish painting the helmet for him. Okay. Very cool.
Really good.
These are all conversions, right? You just
I love that.
Oh, BJ, we got a status update here.
Uh-oh.
Let me see if the music's gonna get me in trouble.
Oh, Greg painting the room black.
Why does this one like them?
They're probably doing that while they're listening to us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's yeah. It's one of those huge ones.
What is that, Scott?
It's like a wall mural.
Cool.
If I'm seeing it right, yeah.
Yeah, because that's sections. That's like
Yep.
Yeah, the dotted lines.
And take up the whole freaking wall. I mean, it's funny because I think Sideshow has stuff like that, and you're like, oh, that's really cool. It's 110 inches long. You're like, shit, I don't have a 10-foot wall in this house, you know? I mean, that's just over 9, but still.
Made a job
that's
for my future droid market. That's cool.
Yeah.
What scale is that?
Well, I don't know. It's over 2 feet tall. It's like 2.5 feet.
It's next
tall.
to Chrysanthemum.
3/4 scale? Because he's not half. He's too big to be
He's
half.
probably third, yeah, for sure.
And then the 94, the Docu Bay 94 sign. That's cool.
Yeah, you guys inspired me to find a file for it.
Joel, what do you power the eyes with that get them so bright?
So those eyes, they're pumpkins from Joanne's that was going out of business. So I bought these pumpkin lights.
Pumpkins?
I was going to talk to you about that. Are you okay?
Do they plug into the wall?
I'm not okay that Joanne's going out of business. I just spent $500 on a material that I knew I would never find again.
Oof.
Nice.
So here's the thing that B's doing: 10 foot by 6 foot. Will go on the wall straight ahead. Yeah, it's huge.
Very cool. What else you got, Joe? Pick us.
I got this off eBay. This, if you could zoom in on that, the paint job is phenomenal.
That face is really good.
There's like 3 shades in the eyebrows, and I was like, "Who painted this?" And he's like, "I did." And I was like, "Well, I'm sold."
Wow,
that's really
best
good.
Catherine Hepburn I've ever seen.
$120.
How much?
120.
Wow, dude, that looks good.
So I have the
Really
Sideshow Snow Bunny that I was going to do this with, but I saw this and I was like, "Oh, sold."
That's awesome.
I was telling someone about the Forces of Destiny figures, and I was looking, scrolling down at the bottom, suggestions, and I saw that, and I was like, "What is this?" It's a custom.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah, the paintwork is amazing. I can't wait till I get it.
So good.
She looks like a Bond, James Bond Snow
good
Bunny.
call, dude.
Yeah.
Just Jacobs.
I got to find out who the guy's real name is, though, because I want to give credit to him for the artwork.
That's cool because that's the original. Is this the little ones or the?
Those are the 3 3/4 inch early bird re-release.
Yeah, remake of the early bird special.
Yep. Those are the 3 3/4 inch.
That's cool, and the original tray.
That's the only Luke you're going to find with the extendable lightsaber in the 3 3/4 inch remakes.
Oh, that's what you think.
No, really, that's really the only one.
I know a few Lukes that have an
Scott's got
extendable
people.
lightsaber.
He's got connections.
I know.
Later, George.
Not that version.
Hey, brother.
Just saying.
Peace.
Mm-hmm. So that's it. That's the whole backdrop.
What's the ticket, isn't it? Or
it's the backdrop.
Yeah, so the figures came with that in the re-release, but yeah, you pull that out and it's the cardboard backdrop.
But the cardboard backdrop is just too cool.
It is.
I think I have a giant one of that somewhere, or the Cantina one.
It's just like the art,
Yeah.
Just kinda...
Well, it brings you back the way they would do stuff. Like, I love that shot of the Stormtrooper in the detention block. I mean, these are just classic. The Han and
the Han and
Chewie
Chewie reminds me of the trading card ones.
Yeah.
Okay, and
The
I'm going to
backside
gripe
where
right
you put
now,
puzzles
but
in.
that Han and Chewie shot right there, they tried to emulate in the Force
You got the
Awakens,
bigger
and
one,
that got
babe.
me excited.
This is
when
the
they
little
did that
one.
shot.
Yeah, Janine's
then
got the bigger one,
disappointed.
the 12 scale one that's got the full backdrop for the Black Series.
Right. That came with Darth Vader.
Yeah, and I think she got it for like $5.
Yeah,
at
you
the
can find those
Trooper Bay.
cheaper than hell.
And they're just cool.
Oh, is this Michelle? Yeah.
Bobblehead. It's a bubblegum Ahsoka, or
Is she
it's a
crossing her
Valentine's.
arms?
Valentine's Ahsoka. Got it. Oh, cool, Justin. You got the Black Series ones too.
All right, let's see if there's any strays at the end. And we still got 44 people hanging out with us. They're hanging out for the giveaway.
That book is awesome, though.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's like
That was the last comment.
masking.
Nice. That was a good pickups this week.
That was a really good pickup.
It's crazy that pickups don't ever end. I really thought like there'd be dull weeks. It's been
I know,
3
right?
years. Everyone buying shit every week.
Well, if you think about it too, like the last pickups was like 3 weeks worth. So I thought this week was going to be light. I was like, no.
Nope.
Yeah, every day's Christmas for me.
Well, what's so cool is that people, not only they're not bored of it, they're constantly happy to share their stuff. We love seeing it and going
I don't
through
have
it.
to buy that shit, so I can enjoy through that. Yeah.
I don't have to buy that shit. What music are we doing?
Oh yeah, you got to play mine again. That's just the best.
Yeah, dude.
Hashtag Shane. So for those that are in the chat, I'm giving away this book.
Dude,
It's been
Shane
paid for by us.
up. Crazy.
Let me find me so I can blow myself
Shane, thank
up.
you, man.
Yeah, Shane.
I can't find myself.
Shane.
Want to blow me up real quick?
Dunka Shane. Is that what you said?
Scotty blow Eben up.
Hold on. Blowing. No.
Blow him now.
Where is he? Where the heck are you?
I don't know.
There you are. I see you. I got you. Okay, there you are. That book.
Giving away this book right here. Art of Sideshow.
The sideshow pictures on these they're
It's
just
like a
amazing.
$75 book.
Damn it! Don't manhandle it so heavy.
But there's some great pictures in it.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous, dude.
Goes
There's
through all
great
of it.
artwork of all their Star Wars stuff.
So ship it on us, whoever wins it.
That's amazing.
Hashtag Shane. Hashtag Shane. Just enter it in the chat if you're still awake.
Right.
There's some photos in there. I got 2 of these books because I wanted to cut some of the pages
Hi,
out.
Gen
and
X,
actually,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, frame them, right?
or use them
It
for
was awesome to
backdrops
finally
or
meet Shane
whatever.
in person, dude. It was so much
Yeah.
fun.
Shane was a gracious host for me when I was down there in Florida. Took me
Dude,
through
Shane
the
came to
galaxy.
my house and he started checking out my pool pump.
That's
all
awesome,
fixing it.
right?
I was like,
Well, he
come
gave
check
you
out
ideas
Star Wars.
on
He's
how
like,
to
what's
fix
wrong
it.
with your pool pump? And he's down there like measuring shit.
Yeah, 'cause it doesn't sound like you do it. Like, hey, dude, come over and check my pool pump out. It just sounds weird.
It does.
Okay.
Doug, if you want to participate, feel free, man.
Doug is now high command behind the desk.
Oh, yeah, he is the emperor.
I know, right?
I like when he starts
Execute
thinking
order
he does the
67.
thumper thing on his desk.
I'm looking forward to completing your giveaway.
Trying to find my mouse. There it is. Let's see.
Well, we all try to.
Yep, there he is.
That's an amazing test.
That is high command right there, Joel.
That's the best right there.
I'm not getting you a desk, Michelle.
Order 67. We've gone
Order
past-
67 is for fries and a baked potato. Nobody
Yeah.
knows that.
That's awesome.
Right. I'm going to hit it.
Yeah.
Cool. That sucker is on its way to Australia.
Yeah, send me your information.
Congratulations,
Congrats,
boss.
dude.
Congrats, Robert.
Send me your info.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. It's a good book.
He's
I'm
like,
gonna
oh,
pack some stuff
yay.
in there, too. If it's going to Australia,
yay.
I got a few things to throw in there.
Right.
Yeah, so congrats, Rob Zombie Hunter. Appreciate everybody who participated in the raffle there, the giveaway. So yeah, so man, next week, what's next week? We're going to be in March.
No.
God.
So we start talking.
Who's going to Japan?
Nobody in this panel.
I wish, but
Justin,
I
it's
have a
only going to be
brother-in-law in
$300.
Tokyo, too. I should have gone.
I need to make one of those
No,
Yodas
Pirate
where he's like in the Japanese Zen pose where he's meditating. I'm doing that.
It's pirate shipping, guys. It's like $50. I got it. I got the shipping down, guys. Don't worry about it. Everybody's like, "Man, that's gonna be expensive." I'm like,
That's expensive. Ship it to me in the U.S.
Especially if you ship it.
Like 20 or 30 pounds of stuff to the UK not so long, and I paid $75 on pirate ship.
You can ship that as a book too, or whatever they call that. That it ships even
Media.
cheaper. Yeah, media.
Media mail. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, media mail ships even cheaper.
Yep. All the rookies in the chat. You
might not get it till 2026, but you will get it.
That's okay.
Yeah, you might not be able to track it.
Tracking it because it's gonna be on a ship somewhere.
Yeah.
You probably get hit with tariffs.
You're gonna dig it, Robert. Though it's got some great stuff in it.
No, that book.
Yeah,
is
some terrorists
awesome.
are gonna get excited off Star Wars.
Yep. Yeah, so next week we'll catch up and talk about some Andor stuff that's coming in
Kennedy
the pipeline. I don't talk rumors.
Oh, come on! It is kind of
please.
feeling like a rumor. I don't want to jinx it. I'm sorry.
It was a rumor. It was.
Get back. Delete.
Like people are jumping. Well,
nice.
People were misled in the media, and everybody was like,
Okay, I'll bet you money right now she's done by the end of the year.
She's probably done with Lucasfilm. Probably.
What are we betting?
Still doing movies though. I don't see her leaving the movie stuff.
Well.
Yeah, she'll be on some upper panel somewhere.
I'm going to believe Doug, I think.
Yeah.
We can talk about it next week because it's time to go to bed.
Yeah.
And
But,
Doug, hang out for a quick minute after we sign off.
Yeah,
Can.
So Doug, thanks Doug for your time today. Thanks for all the stories, man. It's amazing.
Absolutely.
No, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And,
it's a great insight to know your role in the whole Comic-Con.
And the best part of it, it's archived now in history here on Spice Runners Lounge.
Yeah, if you see me at a show, come say hello, please.
Will do for sure.
No, just the fact that you're a passionate fan and didn't go to your head, and the fact that you stayed, humble throughout the entire thing, but you built memories that are, I mean, for this show and for the people that watch the show are going to be indelible from here on out. Thank you.
So years ago, I always said, like after the whole Disney sale and the Tops, thing, the dark times as I called it, I always said, like, I want my retirement to be the old guy working at Star Tours telling funny stories about Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher.
There you go.
So
that would be cool.
I'm getting a little bit. I'm getting a little jump on it.
That's awesome. That's perfect.
You've got my vote.
Yep.
All right. So we'll see everybody next week. When we come back, it's going to be March. So everybody have a good weekend. Stay tuned on Facebook for all the latest updates. And we'll see you guys in March next week.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you again, Doug.
Yep. Thank you again.
You.
May the force be with everybody.
Always.
Force that.